So who's here for gossip? And I wish we should have gone. We should have done it in like a nice like coffee shop setting.
We should
tea
have.
Setting.
I mean, the couch is good enough.
The couch is good enough.
I'm happy with the couch and the fan because it is so hot in London today, guys.
Literally, I'm okay. I could walk for 15 minutes and not sweat, but walking into this building, it's so hot. It's like, oh my god.
When are we gonna fix the air conditioning?
Well,
That's
it costs
my big
£60,000.
question. I don't care.
Why you have to make more sales?
ask.
There you go.
I know.
There you go. You don't have to do more sales.
Buy from us, guys, and then we would die from heat exhaustion.
But guys, let's do a big show so we can start set out shows for every show, so we can have air conditioning for the 1 month.
Please let us have air conditioning.
Hi,
Sarah.
Had to go at Nikos, and he was just like, I was like, Nikos, I can't understand. Like, why have you not had the time to organise air conditioning? Like, it's been a year since I've been here, been out almost, not even a year. And he was like, here's invoice of £60,000. I was like, okay.
£60,000.
We'll use a fan.
I feel like we could find a cheaper.
I was like, there must be some air cooling vent.
There's no way they're ripping us off. £60,000 to survive. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sarah. How are you? How's everyone? Let me know who's in the building. I know Rafi is here. If you are tuning in, this is going to be a nice little, and let us know if you can hear us because we've got a fan blowing. So
we do.
If it's interrupting, let us know. We will. Hopefully, it's not, so we don't melt in the process. So we have just a new segment we're introducing every Friday will be with myself, then while I'm here, and then the guys will probably go on and do it with Devin and any other team members on a Friday morning, where you can get to like ask some more personal questions. It's more like gossip and a bit of shopping. So we do have some diamond auctions that will happen, so it's going to be really nice, like easy flowing. Give us £100 on a diamond, but also ask questions.
I just want to have a chit chat. I feel like we've not been able to chit chat properly, and I feel like you guys have got questions for both me and Sabrina and the company. So here's the time to start asking you questions.
And we want to encourage you guys to chat with us.
Yes.
So there's 16 of you. We've got Nat, we've got Alana, we've got, I think, Heidi, who's
Sarah.
on Instagram, Sarah. Who else is with us? And of course,
say hi if you're watching on Instagram as well, guys.
I only promoted it a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, you didn't promote it.
I didn't see the promotion. I was gonna, but I was like, I don't even know what we're doing today.
He's like, I just called him. I said, we're gonna have a gossip.
Yeah.
Gossip and shopping.
I knew that it was gonna be a gossip sesh, but I didn't know what we were selling.
Yeah.
And then I saw the diamonds and I was like, I'm down.
You're down.
I'm so down.
And he was like, what? We're starting for £1 on some of them?
Crazy.
Yeah. We are.
Once again.
Now, a lot of you guys asked for chocolate brown diamonds and said, hey, can I get a chance to buy it? I'm like, well, we don't know. I have to see if how I'm feeling. And this morning I was really hot. I was like, let's do that for £1. Let's start that at £1. Let's start
crazy.
This. Let's start.
No, that one.
These.
I think I want this one.
Yeah.
This is the one that I want. This would look great on me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start bidding.
Okay, should we start
Sonia,
the show?
good morning. Josh, have you been on holiday? Yes, I went to Portugal, and then I went to Glastonbury, and then I'm back in work. It was over like that. It was 2 weeks off, and I feel like Sabrina nearly killed me for the fact that I was away for 2 weeks.
Take all my money. I was like, hello?
Yeah.
Well, it's just because, technically he just only started. So I was like, what?
I know, I started and was like, bye guys.
Bye.
I need a break. This is too much.
It's okay. He's fresh, but feels like he needs another break already. He's only been here for 2 days.
It's been literally a week.
And we've got some fun activations that are happening, which I'm going to talk you all through.
Yes.
Should we start with that, maybe?
Yeah, let's
start. So
let's just start with what you've been doing this week.
So let me tell you what I've been doing for the weeks.
When did you arrive in London?
I arrived on Saturday morning. No, I don't know. Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday afternoon.
And then first day in work was Monday.
Yeah.
And I came in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
What were we doing on Monday? What were you doing?
On Monday I was doing diamonds.
And
Alana's still in Portugal, so you guys could have met up.
No way.
Yeah.
Love that. Whereabouts? I love Portugal. I'm like half Portuguese.
He's half Portuguese.
I'm just from everywhere.
He's a mix.
You name it and I'll be probably from there.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is true. That is true. And
Sonia's going as well.
Yeah.
See?
Wow, it's a thing.
Been going my whole life.
There you go.
It's great. I feel like you should go.
I should
You haven't
go.
been?
Yeah, I used to go.
Like
that was the place when I was
kids.
kid, Algarve, and then I went. Adam took me on like a little break to like the Ritz, and they upgraded us with a room with a piano.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Could either of you play the piano?
Yes, I can play the piano.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Of course you
So
can.
there you go. Something you learn.
I can play the piano. Classic.
So I'm like, like a crazy woman in there. And I was like, okay, you're not good. Just stop now.
So slamming the piano shut, let me sleep. No, go on, tell us. What
Okay, so what's
have you been
happening?
doing this week and what is happening over the next few
Well,
weeks?
everyone knows what we've been doing this week, but
Yeah.
we've been planning. There's some things we're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what I mean.
share
I mean
you.
the behind the scenes
Yeah, so
stuff.
we've been planning some major things that's happening at Luxury Promise. Everything's always major, but as you guys know, Japan is coming to London on the 11th. Our first big show is going to be at 7 p.m. on Friday, which is going to be a big show of.
Can I be on that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Friday is going to be new
be
stuff that's
exciting.
arrived from Japan, but the major products will be coming mainly over the weekend because we've actually had a massive delay in our dispatch. It was meant to be coming.
And nothing ever goes well when it's delivery like that. When it's such a big thing, it's always like you just got to prepare. But to be fair, we were prepared for a little delay.
I was prepared,
Yeah.
but then I was just
You're
like,
still not happy.
I'm
though.
still not happy because I was like, guys, this was organised 3 weeks ago. Nikos, it always is Nikos' fault.
Yeah, and
And he
poor
was like,
Nikos is like, I literally can't do anything
I was
else.
like, I can't control.
I'm doing my best.
I was like, I sent you the list. And everyone, by the way, everyone always thinks, because since this is gossip, everyone always thinks I'm the unorganised one. I was like, honey, I know my day. I know my week.
You're not
I know my
unorganised.
things.
You're just like chaotic, which
Because it's
screams
100
unorganised.
Yeah, which is because I do 165 things.
I
So
know.
that's why it's chaotic.
Let's cut it down a little bit. Let's share that out. But yeah, it's 7 p.m. on.
So yeah, we're going to be
Friday
changing
the
up all our
11th.
shows next week, all to later shows. They're going to start. We're doing marathon shows from the 11th, which will start 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
See, Montana said that's good as Japan shows are almost never UK friendly time.
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted to do it. We know
Well, that's
the
why we
time.
had to import 2 to 3 million pounds of goods here, guys. It's not an easy move, so we can't always do it. But
But I feel like this is the occasion. Like this is the
Yeah.
This is the one occasion you've got to have
Yes.
like good times for our live shows. We've got
Yeah.
so many hosts in London as well, so we'll be doing as many live shows as possible with the most gorgeous stock.
yes, we've got a month long of live shows, but mainly
When's it going back?
well, technically we have to send it back within after summer, August, but we'll see.
Why do we technically need to do that?
Because otherwise you start paying it's just the tax law.
Like tax laws.
The tax laws.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just a little holiday for the bags. That's
yeah,
what it is.
it's a tax break for the bags, which means we can give you all the pieces in London, and the shows are going to go from 5 to 11 p.m, which basically means we are going to be doing 6-hour long lives, guys. So. Can we
5
just?
to
Can we,
11.
I know you guys don't have attitude, but some people come on and give us some attitude, and we're like, "Hello, honey, we're standing here for 6 hours, no water,
And no.
no, hardly any
all I've
sips.
got.
You have like a sip of water, no caffeine, no food. I should be skinny, but I don't understand.
We did go for a big meal last night.
I know, but
It's
even
a-
then, I didn't eat all day.
I know. It makes no sense. It's like crackers. Literally, the group chat, our Luxury Promise group chat is always like, what's everyone eating today? And it's like 3 crackers. That's all I've been able to eat. It's ridiculous.
I think my body's just crashed. It's just like food absorbed.
Yeah, anything.
Stored.
It's like gone,
I'm like
stored.
a hamster.
Yeah.
I'm like hamster cheeks on my hips.
You're just preparing for winter.
It's like storage, long-term storage here, and that's why it just keeps the energy up. So yeah, so we have weeks long of like first in new product coming in. We'll show as much as we can
And
in
that's
the first.
the week of
11th.
the 11th. So the 11th is the Friday, and then the week after that is going to be full every day, 5 till 11
Yeah.
p.m. at night.
Yeah,
live.
we're going to do a week's marathon because obviously physically I can't do more than 1 week of 6 hours because I'll be on every show.
Yeah.
I can't do 7 days of more than 6 talking.
She says
and
this,
then-
but I can imagine
No, I
like the
can't
week
do
after, and you'll
7
be like,
days.
"Come on."
7 days, I can do it. Then we'll go back to our normal show. So we're going to really try to accommodate for everybody for long
Yeah.
lives, and marathon lives, while everything's fresh and coming in. So yeah, so guys, stay tuned for that. Also, some other exciting things in between for those early bird watchers. Joanna, oh my god!
Is
I can't
Joanna
scream.
coming down?
Joanna, when are you coming? When are you coming?
Is this like Joanna?
Joanna.
Hey, Joanna.
Hey, Joanna.
Joanna.
By the way,
Joanna
there
on the
are-
story, Joanna that you told the story last night about Joanna.
Which one?
With the boat.
Yes, it was Joanna with the boat.
Joanna with the boat.
Shall I tell them the story?
Joanna the lifesaver.
Yeah.
There's a whole... Joanna has got a whole story. She's got a backstory to her.
Yeah, Joanna has... No, well, Joanna has... I haven't told you Joanna's backstory. That's her to tell you.
That's a whole other
Joanna's
thing.
got a whole backstory. I just smacked him in the head. But Joanna has a whole backstory, which... oh, my God. She had a boy.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, so me and Joanna... Okay, so when we launched Singapore...
For those of viewers who don't know who Joanna is...
I think everyone knows who Joanna is, but I'll tell everybody. I'll tell everyone because obviously he's not met Joanna. But you're going to meet her. She's. If you thought there was any human, which I have favourites. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's okay. Joanna literally is the most best human being.
Okay.
She was actually one.
Of course, you're going to say that.
She's the oldest employee at Luxury Promise, so she's really been able to survive
crazy.
her personality. That just shows you.
How do you do it, Joanna?
How do you survive, Joanna?
What's your vice, queen?
She just chilled. She's like, yalla, okay, fine. You want to do it? We'll jump in the sea. That's how Joanna is. So if you guys don't know who Joanna is, Joanna was so in terms of the oldest standing person, it's Joanna in the company. She was like the second or third person that I hired.
Okay.
And Joanna is the person that I always will be thankful for.
Okay.
Because of, I'm a big believer, you meet everyone for a connection. So Joanna sent me, she slid in my DMs. In like, I can't even remember, 2018 maybe. And she was like, hey, I'm looking for a job. I was like, okay, just get in touch later. Right now I'm not hiring. Get in touch. So she did. She got me in touch, reminded me.
I love that.
And then I was like, look, I'm still not ready. Get in touch. And she got in touch again. So I was like, this is somebody.
She's persistent.
This is somebody who's like, she's on it. She's hungry. So I was like, okay, let's meet. So Joanna met me. At the time, I was living in Dubai. I was launching Dubai then, and I came back. So I generally move around and come back and then whatever. Because that's what you have to do. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go. You have to, because you have to be there to launch major things, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back. Joanna was there. Joanna was like, okay, I want a job. So I was like, can you send me a blurb on like the resale market and the Middle East market and like what's untapped? She literally sent me a 20-page document. I'm sorry. I was like, read the document. And at the time I was fundraising. So I was like, oh my God, this is my deck. I can extract information from this.
You just take that to people.
I was like, here you go.
She just did it for you. And so that's why she likes Joanna.
No, wait. She did more than that. So then Joanna was like, so I was like, look, you worked for Watchfinder. So if you don't know who Watchfinder is a resale business which deals with men's watches. But the difference between us and everyone else is that we actually own our inventory. So Luxury Promise is a trader. We consider us trade. We take stock risk. We do some consignment. It's, to be honest, although we do consignment and we really do it only really for our community, it's not a model that I like. It's not a model that it's our unique model is that we own the inventory. We have this access to this incredible supply. And Watchfinder is the only one before she was ChatGPT. Yeah, exactly. GPT. So I was just like, okay, so I was like, can you introduce me to the founder
of Watchfinder?
He's the first if you don't know, Watchfinder was the first resale business to exit, which means he exited to Richemont, who owned Cartier and Van Cleef.
What does exit mean? So
exit means when you sell the business.
Okay.
And you get paid.
Like,
so you build your business up and you're like, okay,
like,
my company's worth $1 billion.
I want to go to bed today. You know.
Well, you don't go to bed straight away.
Oh, you still have to work.
You still have to work for 2 to 3 years.
Boy.
So when I meet people like other founders who are like, yeah, I just want to get the money now. It's like, it doesn't quite like that.
Yeah.
You got to work within the business. So
okay.
He was just like, he's exited Richemont, who owned Van Cleef and Cartier. Can you imagine?
So they bought it off him.
Yeah.
What a gag.
For over $250 million.
What's he doing now?
That's Grace's stepdad.
No!
That's Grace's stepdad. So I was just like, okay. So I was like, Joanna, I need to be in front of him. I just want his time. He's my actual ideal person because he's lived and breathed this business.
He knows
and he understands not consignment but trade. Actually taking stock risk is very different. So Joanna was like, all right, no worries. So she hooks up Lloyd and she was like, can you meet Sabrina? And at the time I was going back to London. It was meant to be. So she introduces me to Lloyd and Lloyd was like, you have 30 minutes. So as I sit down,
30 minutes.
Literally,
oh my God.
I was like, what an arsehole.
Yeah, isn't it?
I tell him this. I was like, you're so rude. I was like, okay, fine.
Now she's like that.
No, I always give more than I end up doing the talking.
That's so
like,
true.
yeah.
You'll be like, there's 30 minutes, then you'll be like, should we go get tea? Should we go do this? Should we go do that?
Go shopping. So he comes in, sits down, and as I sit down, I promise this was not planned, it was in Claridge's. My first ever 5 top clients was sitting next to the table next to me, and they all had top Birkins, Himalayan, Rose Sherazade, Emerald Crocodile.
And they were just all there. Have I met any of them?
You've not met any of them. They own like big. They like the Middle East, the Middle Eastern customers, right? The ones who just will be like, "Hey, I want a Himalayan Birkin," bam, and they were all there carrying the bags that they had bought. You. And they all one by one was like, "Oh my God, Sabrina, where am I?" Like you guys, and he was like, "Who the heck is this woman?" He was like "Who?" And he thought I staged it. I was like, "Listen." I think you cannot stage. These women won't turn up to an appointment, let alone stage some of the top world spenders with these types of bags to be sitting next to me. Like, hello, who do you think I am?
And it was just fate.
It was just fate. So anyway, I told him. He ended up sitting with me for 3 hours
instead of 30 minutes.
And he was like, "You are the man version of me, and you need to be backed." So he then invested, and at the time,
you're the female version of me.
Yeah, and then he then was like, "You need to meet." My stepdaughter Grace, she would love this business. So then I ended up meeting Grace,
and she was.
And then Grace was like,
"Great,
yeah, Dad, this is the business. This is the business you need to invest in as well." So he was just like, "Well, I've got some money for you, like her watches." She's like, "I want to put some money in. I'll sell some of my watches."
She did it.
She did a little amount into the business as well.
That's dead cute.
And then he was like, "Forget going to university. You're going to Sabrina." So she ended up joining me at 18, and then, long story short. He was just like, "You need to be my investors that invested in my business."
Okay.
Which is a big VC fund.
Yeah.
And they then invested. But they were like, "Okay, you really are the..." So that's kind of the story.
So how Joanna is actually the catalyst.
Joanna started it all.
Yeah, no wonder she's your favourite. How am I supposed to live up to that? I don't know.
Then I was like, "See you later, Joanna. I'm leaving you in Dubai." And she's like, "What? I'm going to be all by myself in this office." There was no one. And the office was literally... He complains about his shelves in this office.
They are ugly.
Literally, he's complaining about these shelves. If I show you Joanna, you need to send me a picture of
That's
my
an ugly shelf.
Okay, if you saw, poor Joanna had a tiny... It didn't even have a window. It literally was like a bathroom size, and that was the size of our first office. And she was just like, "What? There's like 8 bags here. What am I meant to do?"
And she sold them.
And she sold them. She sold them. She put up with it.
I wish I'd seen
Joanna,
the
you need
first
to
office.
Can you send it to my Dubai number?
If I would be like, "I'm dipping. Bye,
Like,
guys.
I'm out of here.
Thank you. I'm out. I need a
box?
window. At least a window."
So firstly, we started off with a view to the Burj Khalifa.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's when she first started. I was like,
she's like, "Oh yeah, love
Burj Khalifa
this."
view. And I was like,
sorry.
We've got to change offices now.
We're downsizing.
We're cutting costs a little bit. Here's your room without a window.
That is so funny.
And she put up with it, so it's okay.
I know, but I love that. That's great. And then when's Joanna back?
I catfished her.
Dare I rush someone who's just had a child? But when's Joanna back?
She only literally had a baby a month ago.
I'm not bothered. I don't care.
He's like, "When is she coming back?"
I want to meet Joanna. Well, she's in London. She's in London, so she'll come to London over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
With the baby.
Yeah.
She's got to get the baby a bag.
And then Joanna's wedding was the first wedding we featured on our live show.
Oh, I did a live show wedding.
Yeah.
Of course you
did.
did.
Not only did I, she just... Well, I streamed her walking in.
Oh.
I mean, the whole wedding wasn't there. She had, like, ballerinas. She had, like...
You had ballerinas at your wedding?
Yeah, she had like, you looked outside before she walked in. There was, like, 10 ballerinas in the garden jumping around before she did her entrance. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I'd be a ballerina for that. That's so cool. I love that. So that's how you and Joanna became a pair, a twosome. I love it. That's great. I can't wait to meet Joanna. Can you tell the other story?
Oh, about her drag. So
this
are you
is
guys
what
there?
I know about Joanna.
All I know is Joanna speaking. All I know is
Nat said stunning.
It's stunning. So
guys, are you ready for this story? This is a story I was told about Joanna. This is great. This is the reason why I thought Sabrina liked Joanna. Okay.
You thought this was the reason. So
yeah.
So Adam. So when we launched the Singapore office, We don't have any. Well, of course, we have lots of Chanel bags. We have hundreds and hundreds. Deborah, let us know what you're after. At the minute, we're just doing a gossip show.
We are just having a gossip show, but we are here to help as well. So if you see anything that you're interested in, we could do something about that. And it might be in the London office, so we might be able to show you. Or let us know specifically like what you're after. And I'll go have a look and try and find something for you.
If you go to the website, look at Chanel, you'll be able to find some of the pieces or a certain model. But yeah, of course, we have lots of Chanel bags. So the story I told him about Joanna, not all the other story, is that I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about swimming in the sea.
Because I love the sea.
Yeah, because he likes the sea. And I was like, I used to like the sea, but then I've had some really bad experiences in the sea. One was I found a boy who was drowning. And in the sea with Adam.
Saved his life.
Then had to resuscitate him.
With her child on one hip and, what was it, a Constance on the other?
A Constance around sandals.
Yeah.
Like, that was very traumatic. So I had that happen and then some other things happen. And one of the other things that happened was, so when we launched Singapore, I obviously went with the family and the kids and Joanna was there. We were like doing our live shows till like 1 o'clock. And Adam's like, my friend, he's hiring a little boat. Let's go out to the sea. And me and Joanna was like, yeah, why not? And Adam was like, it's at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
That's ridiculous.
I was like, why the hell are we freaking going to a boat at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, we've been doing live shows to 11. But then we already said to Adam, and then I was like, oh my God, now I've said it to his friend. And Joanna was like, oh, now I've said it to Sabrina, let's go. Well, thank God we did go, because otherwise the story would be very different. So me and Joanna get on the boat. We're like dead, half tired. And there was like a canoe. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Joanna, should we go on the canoe? So they dropped the canoe. None of us have canoed before. So me and her in
it's a trial period.
And so we're like going. I was like, left, right, left. And we were like, wow. I was like, we are good. So we were like flowing in the sea. We're like, this is really fun. Like just gliding through the sea. We're like, this is a good like adrenaline exercise.
Yeah, this is getting the blood pumping.
And Joanna was like, what are we doing? And by the way, we was in full linen sets as well.
No.
It was because we weren't prepared. We thought,
she was in a linen set.
Adam sold like a whole yacht life. Like we thought we were going on a yacht. It wasn't. It was like a boat. So it was
a fishing boat.
I was like, this is a fishing boat. So like we got like now we just have to embrace being, or we just sit on this boat,
it's
right?
so true.
So we're like swimming around, and then Adam's in the sea with the kids, and they're like all jumping around. The kids are like in the sea. It's like, oh, this is fun, but the sea, it was cold and the sea was a little bit rough.
Yeah.
And then all we know is, and it was a storm that day.
Yeah.
So we were like, why are we in the sea? So anyway, all we know is Adam develops a cramp in his leg. And he starts going under the water. And he's like screaming. And he had my son at the time, who was literally, I can't even remember what age he was. Another son that was there. And all the kids were there. And he was meant to be the one watching the kids, adult with the kids. There's like 5 other kids. And then he lets go of my other son because he goes under.
Because he gets a cramp in
he
his
gets
leg.
A cramp and he goes under.
Drowning.
And then he literally goes off. He lets go of my other son, who's in his hand.
Yeah.
And so we're like running towards my son.
Being
then Joanna's. He let go of my son. Joanna literally yanked her hand into the water, grabbed my younger son from the hair. My oldest son took off his life jacket because Am didn't have a life jacket
to put on his dad
to give to his dad. And I was like, oh my God. The other sons,
don't do that.
I was like, no. And then Adam obviously took the life. Thank God he did, because Adam would have actually gone under the sea.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, so me and Joanna there.
Joanna saved your son.
Everyone was saved. Joanna was there. She yanked him and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had to pull your son's head.
Ripped his hair
out of the sea. So that was the story I told you.
I always thought that Joanna was the favourite because she saved your son's life. That's what I always thought it was. I was like, she'd be my favourite too. She would be my favourite too.
Joanna, there's many reasons why Joanna is, because she just is one of those people you can't have a problem with.
I love that. I can't wait to meet you, Joanna. I feel like we're going to get on. Fingers crossed.
There is not one person that I've met that didn't say they got on with Joanna. You could go in a whole party in a restaurant and they're like, hey, Joanna. And they're all like playing me. I'm like, Joanna, how do these people know you in this restaurant right now?
I love that. Oh, yay. Love this. Can't wait.
So there you go.
Should we show a diamond?
Let's show a diamond.
Let's show a diamond. We've had a gossip. Let's show a diamond. And then
gossip and then gossip
I
number
actually
2.
have 5 questions for Sabrina that I want to ask you. So.
All right, guys. Rafi's like, this is a nice... Who's moderating?
It's Rafi.
Rafi's like, this is a nice break.
Yeah, Rafi's like,
yeah,
thank
wow,
God.
Thank God. Yeah, keep talking.
Rafi's just in front of his computer like, oh,
yeah. Click, yeah. Okay, let's start. Let's do it.
Kate, thank you for saying you love the show. And anyone watching, if you have any questions whatsoever, bank them. And when we ask for question time, we want your questions, okay? So have a little think. Any questions whatsoever, we'll answer them. I'll force her to answer them.
Yeah.
You know?
ANC-S38-23 is going to be the first auction piece we're going to do. And this is, some of you guys asked for diamond auctions. I kind of said, well, I'm kind of out. Well, not now.
Her arm was twisted, basically.
I was like, why not?
Go on,
Let's do
not?
it.
This is beautiful.
So we are going to start with
I'll bring it closer.
a chocolate brown cognac diamond. Champagne cognac. It's got like pink hues, orange hues. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's got like a bronzy feel to it.
Yes.
So beautiful.
These are, if you guys didn't see my post, I actually sent it to you in my WhatsApp community chat, that it's all, like Kim Kardashian was wearing chocolate brown diamonds.
I saw those.
It's all about diamonds that are coloured. We've seen a huge shift from coloured diamonds, from white diamonds to coloured diamonds because of what the lab industry has. So now is your time to get them. Plus, no one's set auctioning anything at pound. So £1 is my starting bid. It's a 1.01 cognac orange brown champagne. Again, it's absolutely beautiful. You can wear it as a pendant. We'll also add the settings, guys. Either you take it loose if you don't check out with the setting, but I do need you to check out with the setting today. So £1 is the starting. Thank you. We've got Nat at 50. AL is in at 100. Guys, look how beautiful that is. Now, this is actually...
Do you know, after seeing the Kardashian thing as well, I was looking online to see where you can get brown diamonds. You can't get them.
There are not many people.
They're so hard to find.
There are some people I've seen, actually...
And when you find them, they're so expensive. Like a full necklace is so expensive.
And what we're finding is a lot of fine jewellers are now working with cognac diamonds. They no longer work with whites. So you're finding that these are mainly being bought up a lot by the fine jewelry industry.
Yeah.
So Sarah, who I can't remember her name, Sarah, I've showed you her name before, has been using these, and she sells these for like a 3-carat pair, modified, which is a Portuguese cut. There you go.
Hey.
She sells them for about £50,000.
It's ridiculous.
When they are set in some high fine jewelry. So we've got 220 with Nat. Do we have anyone at 250? I'm going to start.
Suit that colour.
Me?
Yeah.
I suit every diamond.
Oh,
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, imagine someone saying you don't suit that diamond.
See that diamond.
Ew. Why are you wearing that? That really doesn't suit you. These are all VS2s, so there's no visible inclusions to the eye. So let me show you
what an inclusion is. I don't know anything about diamonds.
Okay,
I want to learn how to do that.
So when looking at diamonds, generally in the past, people would say it's your cut, your colour, and your clarity. Clarity is what you see inside a stone. So if there's like sometimes you might see a black dot, a white dot, or inclusion. These are all your VS2, which means very small inclusions, which aren't seen to the naked eye. So VVS1, VVS2 are your top, and this is still in your top graded stone. So if you see that, like, look down into it, there's no inclusion you see to your eye.
No.
However, I don't know, actually none of these are, like, if I show you some stones, you might see one which might have an inclusion to it.
Okay.
So we've got now 270, and this is a really nice cut. This is known as a brilliant cut. Rounds are known as brilliant.
That's like your classic diamond shape.
Yeah,
when I
classic
think of a diamond
shape.
That's the shape for me.
It's like a little nice chocolate button, or you can have it as a pendant. You can take it loose. I'm going to start my countdown in 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Oh my God. I'm just counting in my head. Now we're at 10. 9. I wish there was a new way to count. I feel like we should get a count.
Instead of like actually having to count.
Yeah.
It's kind of icky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
you
so
get
annoying.
The ick off yourself.
I imitate my own voice.
Yeah, you're
5,
like, oh God, you're disgusting.
4, 3, 2, and 1. AL, you got this at £270. Congratulations.
Because that's beautiful. I love that diamond.
Wow, it's a colour. It's an AL colour. It's your type of colour.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Let me look.
So that's going to be pinned for you in a second. So go, go, go. And I think you want it loose, right? What I think AL did was AL got loads of diamonds and she just kept them herself. And then when she figured out her design, she came back to us with the design. So guys, if you don't know what you want to do with your stones, we can always send you your stones. And later on, you can say, and then you see the stones physically yourself, right? So it doesn't loose stones is okay to move. By the way, loose stones for us is free tax. There's no so we can move the stones to you. So later on, when you figure out your design, you can be like, this is what I've done. I've looked at my own stones. You can bring them back to us, and we can actually have them all set for you, no problem. And you can have it. You can come back exactly with the design, and even when you know you've got maybe a budget as well.
Can I come back to you to get a ring made with my loose stones?
Yes.
Then? Yes, Kate.
Yes, you can.
We would love that.
So. Again,
you know what you should do? You should when people get them made into something, you should post them.
Yeah, so Dara's been doing that.
Because I want to see what people
create. So we've got now Luxury Promise Gems. If you guys follow Luxury Promise Gems, Dara's going to be posting some of the stuff that has already been. She's got a catalogue of some of the pieces.
It's really nice inspiration, I feel, especially with the diamonds that we've got. We get a lot of, you know?
Yeah. And Aeon, once yours is done, if you're happy for us to share, we'll happily share your design creation. Okay, there you go. It's pinned. So what's your question? Now we'll go through gossip.
Let's do gossip again. Let's do gossip
again.
Sesh.
Me, Sabrina at luxurypromise.com, and if you copy in Nikos as well, so at least there's one of us that's on the chain that can help you.
Okay, here's one of my questions. What's been a career highlight so far for you? Like, what would you say when you look back at your career? Would you say, oh my God, I'm so proud of that, and like that was a real big moment for me?
I feel like everything is a big moment. I know that's
such
really
a cop-out answer. I love everyone.
No,
like tell me.
Everything is. I think every day is a big moment, because I think I always look at
I get
in that
it,
sense.
Feel that, but I want an answer.
My big
like,
I
want an answer where you're like, actually, that to me was the moment.
This building.
When you got this building.
When I got in this building.
Didn't Sadiq Khan open it?
Yeah, but that wasn't the highlight. I think that when. So basically, if you don't today's only diamonds. We're just doing gossip and
diamonds.
And we might throw some offers in.
A girl's best friend.
Yeah. We might be like, hey, do you want an offer on something? We might do something.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We don't have a rhythm.
We haven't got much to do.
What are you interested in, Sherry? Let us know.
So I think opening this building. So I actually, there are two things I think with probably the two shops. So it sounds very, very strange, which I'll tell you something a bit personal. So I actually went to University of Westminster, which was here,
down the road,
Regent Street, right here, behind this building, and Little Titchfield Street.
Crazy.
And my favourite hotel was Landmark Hotel. So I remember when I used to go to university, my dad, who's no longer with me, he used to wait around the corner outside, and I'd be
at the hotel
outside the uni, and be like, I'm here to take you for lunch. Because he was like, I know you haven't got enough money to go and get yourself some food. So he'd be standing here, and he used to go to the Landmark Hotel, and he'd go for his auctions. So he was in real estate, so he used to go in, and he'd be like, do you want to come with me? So I'd go in. I want to
buy something,
I'd go in, and so one of my favourite scents, if you go into Landmark Hotel, has an incredible smell. They use orange blossom.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favourite scents.
Like nostalgia.
It's nostalgia, but even then I really, really liked it. Yeah. So you can actually buy the Landmark Hotel.
Have you bought the scent?
I bought the scent, yeah, I have it. Whenever anyone got chat, you can only buy it from Hong Kong Landmark. Okay. You can't buy it from here, they don't sell it. So whenever I have a friend that travels, I make them go to the Landmark Hotel to get the spray.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Sonia,
no
stop
way.
it. Oh my God,
way.
stop.
That is crazy.
That is actually hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You had to send me a picture of when you worked here. So I think, so I used to walk around these streets, and my dad always used to ask me, what would be your goal to have? This was before I even knew what I wanted to do, and I was like...
That was you training to be a lawyer
I was at law school, so I was finishing off my degree. I was like, one day, I would love to own a building here. And I didn't know what building. I'd love to live in central London, so my goal was... I just want to live in central London.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, don't you worry, when you're big enough, I'll buy you a place. But he never obviously got to get there.
Yeah.
But like, I'll help you, don't you worry.
Yeah.
But like, I was like obsessed. I was like, I just want to be in this area. I want to have a building here. So when I came here to this building, I was like, I want this building. Nikos was here, and he was like, oh my God. He was like, it's not going to happen. And the asking rent was like crazy.
A lot.
And I was like, I'm going to make an offer. Nikos was like, embarrassed. Nikos was embarrassed. He was like, you cannot, Sabrina. I was like, that's my budget. That's what they're going to pay.
So you just.
And I was like, the building's been empty for 4 years. And who else is going to take it?
4 years?
Well, it was empty for like 4 years. It's been
Oh,
closed.
come on.
I was like, I said, I need to have it. I need this building. And I walked in and Nikos was like, oh my God. And the guy that I knew was just like, the agent who was like, they're just not going to accept. I was like, listen.
I don't care what
I was
you
like,
say.
just put in the offer and we'll move in next week. And Nikos said, what? I was like, we'll move in next week. I'll pay you 1 year up front. We'll be there. I'm like, I promise I'm a growing business. I will make it work.
Yeah.
And then Nikos was like, they're just not going to accept, and I can't move in a week. I said, I like had to, like, you know when you talk to a child.
Gave you 7 weeks.
I was like,
Nikos
I had
is
to,
like the
kick him
real
under-
one. Nikos is the real one.
Yeah.
Like he's like, let's think realistically, and Sabrina's like, la la la.
No, but I'm like, shut up, Nikos. This is my negotiation. I had to like kick him
It's
under the
my
table. It's like, you know, you take a child out and they just tell you what. I'm like, no, Nikos, you have to act like a baller here right now, okay? But we can do this in a week. It did get done in a week though. We signed the deal in a week.
Yeah.
Did
And-
you?
and
So
he-
did the guy just say yeah?
Yeah.
He just said yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
because-
like, what the hell?
No.
Were you like, no?
No. I was like, I knew it. I was like, listen, if you don't ask,
You don't,
listen.
Shy kids don't get sweets.
I don't. And I was just like, and by luck, it was my first ever landlord when I rented the business, which was Abu Dhabi Group, which owned.
So it was the same landlord that you had.
when my first ever office in the Bulgari Hotel, because you know we had an office in the Bulgari
Yeah,
Hotel.
yeah.
He was the landlord.
So you were like, we're
And
friends.
just to let you know, the Abu Dhabi Investment Group bought Bulgari Hotel, so I kind of like introduced them. So they obviously know Sabrina. This girl isn't all talk. She's going to help.
Yeah, because
She's
got us
going to do
somewhere.
it. They saw the business at like tiny levels. So it's like, if anyone's going to be there, like it's going to be, this girl is the one. And I have all these like, you know, obviously you guys know we rent out the space in between. I was like, I will
think
make
it's
sure
really nice.
my rent is going to be covered, honey.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. And I will, if I have to rent it out for a week here and there, we'll do it. We'll have different pop-ups
fine.
in.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I'll pay my bills.
But I want this space.
I want the space.
Yeah. And here we are.
And here we are.
How long ago was that?
2 years now.
Crazy.
Or maybe even 3. I don't even know.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is a good career highlight you chose.
Yeah.
I like that anymore.
Yeah. There's lots. I mean, that's what I mean. There's so many highlights.
There's so many.
There are so many highlights.
But
that
like
we have,
that's
but,
one
like,
that you look out, and I think also the story of like knowing this from the past and your dad and stuff. It's kind of nice. It's
Yeah.
like full circle moment.
I
and
think
that.
at the end of the day, you are like you. I think growing up is like kind of what kind of like shapes you, right? The things that you learn growing
Yeah,
up.
definitely. And also
And the
I
bad
think-
things that
I
happen,
think
also you're like,
you
oh my
wouldn't-
God, I'm never going to have that life.
you wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for that aspiration of wanting to live in central London.
Yeah.
Even if it's not job related, it's just like life related. It gets you to where you want to be because you
Yeah.
knew it from the past, and I like that. I think it's cute. You manifested everything in life
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
in a weird way.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate like manifestation. My
Yeah,
personal
it did-
opinion
it
is
might-
it's
yeah.
like, oh, it's just like a cliche
Yeah, I feel
term.
like you set your goal.
But you do
and
actually
like,
just.
yeah, I have some friends that's like, so, Sabrina, I manifested a man in my life.
No, you never.
I'm like, you haven't.
You
done,
just
I was
wanted
like, so what?
something
I'm
and
like-
somehow found
I was
it.
like, but now you have to go and actually find that man to manifest.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's not going to knock on your door with a bunch of flowers. I'm like, yeah, I think it doesn't quite work like that. But
Exactly.
yeah, I get you.
But I think it is like manifestation is real because it's what you aim to do. So
But
your
I
life is
always say
centered around
something.
that.
This is my number one thing I will say
Okay.
to everybody, which is really an important thing, and I think everyone will know it. Sometimes it is obviously about who you are, your network and what you do, but it's about working really hard. And you hear a lot of people that say, oh, work-life balance, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to have abs, I'm going to take my 3 weeks off in Bali, I'm going to go to yoga and do all my thing. It doesn't work like that. All I know is, I don't know what I do, but I work really hard. So I'd say I probably outwork anybody.
Yeah.
And that's my skill. It's my only skill is, I might not be great
Listen,
at what I'm doing, but I'm going to outwork every single human
People
being.
might disagree. People might disagree, but it's worked for you. Like that's your.
Yeah, but
that is how
but
you,
I feel
you've
like there's
been
such an
successful.
unrealistic expectation when people are like, what's your balance? Honestly, there is
There
no
isn't a
balance.
balance,
Not yet.
isn't it?
There
Do
isn't
you know
yet.
one thing I learned
Like
as well?
you see Amazon job, yeah, because he made £3 billion and he had a really crappy office when
And
you
now
met him.
he's-
When he first started, he didn't
now
have like.
he can take a little time
Now
out.
he can because he's sold his business, so that's
Sold.
why he can live that life. But
Ah.
before that, he was in the ground, like in the ground, literally. And so everyone's like, "What's it?" I was like, "There isn't. I'm. You guys see, I'm away from my family a lot. I hardly see my children. I'm hardly sleeping. It took me 3 hours to get here. I had
This
a loss.
morning.
I had my own loss in my own family, and I still had to get up. And even if I do want to get up and go, I still have my responsibilities. Can't like say I'm going to just take 2 weeks to mourn. I can't. I literally have to get back and go
going.
because if it's so crucial in a business like this. I have 54 people.
But I think
that I need to be working
I think a
with.
company aim would be, hi Farah, I think a company aim would be, like, from my perspective, is like take a little bit of weight off Sabrina's shoulders. Like, I know that's not fully possible. I know you wouldn't want that, but also, like, it's just not, it's not sustainable to be in that position for the rest of your life.
But you can't be like that. It's not for the rest of your life.
I know, but that's why I'm saying, like, we need to work towards you being able to take a week off.
Yay.
Heaven forbid.
So guys, watch more of their shows.
Yeah.
Okay?
Support everyone other than
there's
Sabrina.
There's 30 people sitting here watching me gossip rather than 30 people on someone, which I love. I love it. I love the fact that you're here. But it would be great for you guys to support other girls, because sometimes we go to shows like, what? There's only 10 people here right now.
Well, that's like one of the things that I want to focus on as well. What? Have you got a question?
I have a question.
For
so,
me?
I have a question for you, and I have a question for the audience.
Okay.
Obviously, there's like a lot of people here, but how comes not everybody will turn up on other shows? What is it? Is it because you don't know the show is happening? What would you like to see? And this is, by the way, very constructive feedback. And I don't want anyone to say like, oh, because this is person's like this. Just what you'd like to see more off from other hosts that you might feel like
we want an equal. What we would aim for is an equal balance on every show. So every show have like an equal amount of watchers or viewers, and it feels like it's very unequal. Usually very heavy in the Sabrina department, which is valid. But I just think we'd like to know what makes you come to a show and what makes you avoid a show. That's
what
my
would make
question.
you come to a show?
What would make me come to a show? I think I think sometimes like a nice, like, what's it called? Like a good theme makes me interested. And like in terms of promotion of the show, not just like another show. You know what I mean? I want to see something that I'm like, this is different, this is new, this is exciting. Okay, so let me go through. It's because Sabrina spoils the most with great deals, okay?
That's true.
For me, it's simply work diary, 5 p.m. show works for me. That's asthma. Kate says timings, I dip into shows around work. Because you have great deals and you're naturally good to watch. I really enjoyed Trudy's pink shows where she puts a really lovely theme and made it all pretty in pink after 5 p.m. is always good. So what I'm seeing here is you do ridiculously good deals and it's like hard to compete with. That's valid. That makes sense. But also I think with Trudy saying that about the pink shortcut theming, I think that a good theme to a show really helps. Maybe if we could like balance out those kind of discounts that people can be thrown out, because I know for a fact as a new live host I'm not as confident to go as crazy on a deal, whereas you're a bit like, what the hell are you doing that for? That's ridiculous. So maybe if we could find an equal balance in terms of discounts. One thing I like about you, Sabrina, is the fact that you know your customers. That's true. You do know your customers. Yeah. But the thing is,
I know everything about you. All of you.
But all of the people who have worked here for over a year, over 2 years, know their customers. Yeah. They just don't portray it like you do on socials. Like if I said Tina to half the team, they'd probably know exactly who I'm talking about, you know? And I'm getting to know them. Granted, it's only been like 2 months, but... sometimes a show says it's one thing but then it isn't, and it gets me to tune out. Okay, so like sometimes it'll say this is a specific show, like we're gonna do ready to wear specifically Chanel, and then you come into it and it's not. Kate,
can you give an example? Can you give an example, because it'd be good to know like an example of that.
I think people are so spoilt they almost expect a free gift with every purchase. Montana, I do, like crazy wedding. That was real nail on the head. But like, I understand where you're coming from. I am people. I am people. I love the shows where the hosts have lots of knowledge and teach as they go. I agree, SK, and SK agrees with what Kate's just said.
Alexandrine, I look forward to that moment.
I would love that.
Alexandrine was the first customer I ever met who's from Paris.
Some people are touchy and I don't like watching them. Do you mean like easily offended touchy? Or like touchy-feely touchy? I don't know what you mean. Yeah. And also, someone said most authority... What was it? Most authority to make deals. Yeah, I think that is a big thing. I think also as a customer, I'm not speaking on your behalf, but as a customer, if you're watching the CEO, you're like, I can tickle this pickle to get a good deal.
Oh, they get offended.
Oh, they get offended. Who gets offended? Who's the soft one?
I can sometimes tell people off.
I never ever get offended. Sabrina is always fun.
I'm just one of those emotional, like, you know, here we go.
Love Trudy and Lima too. The items they have on shows is mostly a mix of prices, so I know there's something in my range. So a mix of prices, Kat, I like that. That's important. Often shows start late, which is annoying. A wee message on WhatsApp would be appreciated. Montana, are you Scottish? What a gag. So
why did you seem Scottish?
Because she said we.
Oh, we.
Oh, okay. She texts like my Scottish family.
I like my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot.
My name's Adam. I'm from Scotland. I'm from Glasgow. I've actually not met Adam yet. Maybe provide more brands other than Hermes and Chanel. Okay, that's a mission for me. Thank you. I want to do that. I won't say it as...
So I just want to say, in terms of brands other than Hermes and Chanel, which I always kind of be honest with, for me, it's about the pricing point. So if we can get really good pricing, it's generally quite difficult because people with the other brands generally don't always accept the valuation that we would give, and we have to be very careful. I think with us, we're always key on like market pricing. So if you're buying a Celine or if you're buying a Gucci or a Bottega, sometimes these pieces can be found in outlets. So we have to really consider our pricing. So when customers want to come to us to try and sell their products, our pricing seems a bit more aggressive, but that's just because of the brand, and that's why one of the reasons why we need to try and we struggle to get you those brands.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm reading a lot there.
Okay.
So people don't enjoy when people say no one's watching, no one's selling, I may as well not do the show. I agree. I think sometimes I've seen lives where I'm like, oh my god, that's rude. But so thank you, that's good to know. Also a lot of messages saying like,
I always say, guys,
yeah,
hello?
But you're funny when you say it though. Like,
where is everyone?
But
I need more people here.
There's a way of saying it though, isn't it? You know, like I like the variety. Price variety is good. Auction items also make it fun and interactive. So far from watching the lives, I think your pricing from the other brands seems really fair. Hi, Rich. But agreed. Yes, I feel like I just want to get more, like a variety of price ranges within brands. Because sometimes...
But it's very tough find. Guys, in terms of the pricing of product mix...
Yeah, but I've seen some of yours. I think it's fine.
No, it's fine. But to scale that up, it's there's not a lot.
But we're not scaling it up because we have so many items here that just aren't getting shown because people are too busy focused on Hermes and Chanel.
There we go. This is what your niche will be then.
Yeah.
Joshua.
But I think from...
We'll get Joshua's... Joshua's got a...
Do you want me to be wholeheartedly honest?
Subject.
Do you want me to be wholeheartedly honest? I think sometimes live hosts here, and I would have a tendency to do this, is like they want to throw the higher end, higher value items on a live because they know if it sells, they're going to make more like...
No, it's the same. It's not because the smaller items have different amounts. It's not the same. Higher value item doesn't always mean a better commission for...
I know, but I think that's an opinion that people have. Like, we need to break that narrative.
It's not... I tell you why. I'm just saying, because we own our stock, it's very different. I won't buy Gucci and Celine in my stock inventory.
No.
That's just how it is. For us, like, I always say it to you guys honestly, if I'm bringing in Gucci, Celine, Prada, YSL, it has to be on consignment, and we just don't get enough. And I will not buy it in because it just doesn't hold the same value because it depreciates.
But like Louis Vuitton,
same. No, Louis Vuitton, it's condition.
And especially any of the brands that you've just mentioned, vintage pieces. I feel like that you can get them for a reasonable price and
but it's the condition. I refuse to drop condition.
I'd
rather not have condition. I'd rather not make the sale on that condition because you can get these other pieces
Let me see what I can do.
But
FK, Joshua, Montana. Why is everyone saying Joshua? Just agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Gag. Thank you. But it's true.
But yeah, if I can get the conditioning, and if you guys know somewhere that we can go and get that supply, so there are some amazing Louboutin pieces you can find in Japan, but they're sticky, they've got mold, and I will literally show you guys videos of me going through Louboutin stock. And once you get mold in a bag, honestly, nobody wants it.
I know,
and some
but
people don't know.
I was speaking to Lima the other day. Like, I have some form of a solution about it. Like, I have someone that we can get in contact with.
Okay, let's do it.
Because...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
We'll
bring
talk
it in.
later.
Bring it in.
Thank you guys. You guys are so kind. That's so nice. Should we let them in on our little bit of a content plan that we have?
Yeah, let's let them in.
Okay, so I've obviously joined this company and I'm like checking the vibes, seeing what's going on. And from traveling to all these different locations and meeting the team, I have learned so much. Like, it's crazy. Everyone is so lovely. Everyone's so knowledgeable. Everyone is so interested, and the stock that we have and the stories of sales we've done are crazy. That is not reflected on our socials, and it was such a like a nail-biting moment for me to be like, I'm frustrated how great this company is on the inside, but on the exterior it's just not shown. So basically the past few weeks I've been coming up with a content plan on how I want to make sure that every live host is able to produce videos in their specific field that are watchable, enjoyable, and postable to our TikTok and Instagram, so that we're getting that full experience. And you guys are going to be able to see Daria talking about specific gems. You're going to be able to see Grace styling specific bags and items with her clothes. Like that, like I want something for everybody within that mix. So over the next few weeks, you might start seeing a little bit more content getting pushed on socials, and a little bit more organization when it comes to show promotion as well. So I would just love if you guys could just keep watching, keep liking, sharing, commenting on the videos as much as you can, and most importantly, letting us know what your thoughts are, because I don't want to do anything that you guys don't think is worth it. You know, I want to know what your opinions are. But right now, looking at the content page, I'm like, Grace hasn't been on the Instagram in months, because it's like we're trying to throw out, like, we need to get some organization. So my plan was to get it a little bit more organized so you guys are able to see, and then you'll also be able to look back at our Instagram as a bit of a fact file. So if you're specifically looking for a Paribena sorry, I don't know about that. A Ribena stone, whatever it is. If you're looking for a specific gemstone or something, you can look onto our Instagram and you'll find a video of Thais or Daria talking all about it. So you can be like, now I know about that. And when they've got a live show selling that, I'm going to want one, you know, instead. So let me know what your thoughts are, because I feel like that's something that I really want to focus on over the next few weeks. And I've done an entire Bible and like ripped my hair out. But yeah, that's what I think. We've also got customer service needs to improve. I have a solution for that as well.
Joshua's going to have, guys, by the way, with Joshua, we're going to have a full solution list. So we'll give him 1 month to do it. So on the next gossip show.
I know.
On my last gossip show.
I'm worried that
you're digging yourself into a bigger hole.
I know, I'm worried that I've put in too much, but I would rather...
He's going to find more product.
I am. I'm going to do it because I'm a consultant. I'm a consultant. I've got a solution. Okay.
He's going to come in and do it.
I'm doing my best. Because Sabrina's, we all know Sabrina's like the best in the game. She knows what she's doing, but bloody hell, it's hard to like keep her on the ground. You have to like actually anchor her down. I feel like I'm just trying to be like, no, stop, don't. She's like, we were having a content meeting and she was like,
please,
oh my god,
the WhatsApp messages, the daily average between. So do you think we should shut the other WhatsApp groups down? You can't, because some people have interest in community.
I'm not like personally, I don't understand.
There's one main group. If everybody wants to be on that main group, there's some people that are just, what I've had feedback is they might be only interested in gems, so they go to the gems one.
I know, it just needs more organisation, because it's like your brain. It's
no, but everyone's got their own WhatsApp communities.
Every single host has her own WhatsApp community. Yeah. Okay, I get that. I can't deal with that, but I'm not in it, and that's okay. Some people love it, some people don't. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Keep it for the people who like it, and if you don't like it,
don't. The thing is, there's lots of groups, so you can mute it. You can mute it. The reason why it feels like bombarding, because there's yes, okay.
Which is the main one? Group. Is that Sabrina's
community?
community. Am I in that?
You're not even in it, so you can't even comment.
Thank God. No, I
mean, everyone can leave the other groups.
I
if they don't
think-
like it,
I
which
think-
some people do anyway.
Yeah, I understand what you guys mean. I feel like WhatsApp groups are either for people or they're not for people, and that's
Yeah.
okay. But I'm going to make sure that whatever is getting communicated on that WhatsApp group doesn't go amiss in other areas like the Instagram or the TikTok, okay? So, yeah. I want to do that. Should we get on to another stone? I hope you guys enjoyed that little chit-chat about stuff. That was informative, wasn't it? Did you find it informative?
He learned more about the company, guys.
No, I learned. I learned about what people wanted.
He's like, yeah, shut the WhatsApp community. I said, you aren't even on it.
I know I'm not on it. I know.
Look,
I just can't. I can't deal with the WhatsApp.
Having feedback, it's always.
Hey,
key.
SK saying about the WhatsApp thing's busy. You should see our work group chat. I went on holiday 4 days. I came back to over 1,000 messages.
Joshua, you need to have a little bit of a filter. A little bit of a filter. I know you're there, but you know it's this day and age where we might talk too much, but we need to talk a little bit less, and I can talk a lot.
Oh, there's no such thing as a filter. I don't filter anything.
Okay, let's do another auction. I'm gonna do another auction.
Let's do a stones auction.
Which one have I auctioned? Okay, I'm gonna do another chocolate brown cognac, and we are gonna do. You guys are incredible.
Love that.
Vivian, everyone has their
great.
own little niche for sure. Okay, ANC S38-21. It's a 1.27 carat.
Is Rafi here? Rafi might have gone to sleep in that conversation.
Like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, poor Rafi. Okay,
this is cute.
So, here we go. You've got your chocolate brown 1.27 carat cognac diamond. Again, this is in terms of your clarity. Is your there is one small inclusion that you can't really see, but honestly, these again are your VS2. We are going to start. Oh my God, that's a big piece. Why did I do this?
Let me just.
Wow.
That's good.
We're auctioning this now.
This is so beautiful.
I'm going to start the auction at £100. I don't know why. I picked up a 1.27 carat, beautiful cognac diamond, and this is a big piece, girls.
It's massive. Look how big.
Look at the sparkle.
I've got huge hands as well, guys.
Yeah, look. He's got a big hand there. It's, again, your 1.27 VS2. There is a white small inclusion, which I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but just to guys to let you know. I mean, on a zoom, not to the naked eye.
You can't see that.
Demeter, how are you? Nichols would be happy you're here.
That's at 250.
250, 1.27 carats. Again, this can be worn as a pendant. It can be worn as a ring. Oh my God, it's literally as big as my eye. Maybe not.
Let me see.
Like here in the camera.
Yeah, it's like the pupil.
The pupil.
It's the pupil.
Okay, anyone with 300? I need a little bit more, girls. It is a 1.27.
How would you, if you bought that, how would you wear it? Ring?
No, pendant.
Pendant?
Yeah. Just
a
floating,
dangle down.
like a floating pendant, or I mean, you could do. This is like a signet in a cigar band.
What does that mean? Cigar band.
The free setting offers. I know, Jay, but unfortunately, can't do always everything for free.
That would be lovely to do that.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
At the beginning, we was trying to get you guys going, but this, in terms of your one, let me show you, AL. It's slightly darker. Yours is a slightly more champagne tone. This is more
not
of a
like
cognac.
offensively different, but it is slightly darker.
It'll be yours for 300. Take it. Okay, we're pinning this for £300. ANC-S38-21.
300. That's
or 300,
such a great purchase.
which is crazy.
I can't get over these two.
They're beautiful.
These two are my favourites, guys. These are ones that I picked out. These next ones.
Deal! Yay! Congrats! And
Yay,
that's what we
Nats.
call gossip and shopping.
Gossip and shopping. I love it. Goss and shop. I have another question for you, or are we going to do another diamond?
Let's do another question.
Okay, my next question.
Or the audience can decide.
Okay, guys, another diamond or a question? How do we do a poll?
Oh, Joshua has to do.
Oh, you mean Rafi?
Rafi.
Rafi, will you do a poll for us and say question or diamond, and then we'll see whatever wins we'll go with, because we're letting the people decide today. Queen, why is your brightness so low? Got me squinting. There we go.
Can we do a few more auctions? Okay.
Okay.
I'll do one more auction.
Can we do a few more auctions and then questions?
This is DBXN.
Which one's this one?
0029.
That's cute.
It is a 0.55 ml cognac. And oh my god, so these are those deeper tone cognacs. Again, this is in a little pinky floating pendant. This is again going to be, I'm going to start the auction at £100 on this. So £100.
I love this one.
So again, these are your VS1 clarity, no visible inclusions in this. Beautiful cognac, 0.55. This obviously sits almost like a 1 carat because of the, let me just show you the 1 carat. Because of the length of it, it sits like more like a 1 carat. It's a beautiful cognac, true chocolate cognac tone.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
I know, imagine that.
It's beautiful.
Literally.
That would be a really cute floating pendant.
Yeah. Or mixed match studs.
I always think as well, like brown diamonds look really nice on pale skin.
Yeah.
You know, that contrast.
Okay, guys, any more past 100? I have no rose cuts for auctions. Have no rose cuts for auctions, unfortunately. Okay, anyone else? £100?
We've got to get that more than 100.
I need more than 100. Yeah. I need more than 100, girls. I might have to pass on this if I can't get past 100. Really? Guys, chocolate.
It's such a cute, it's like a dark chocolate,
Yeah.
which is lovely.
Okay, girls, I'm going to start my countdown. I do need past 150. So, Tina, if you do want it, you can end it. You can take it for 200. But I do need more. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I do have usher cuts, but not in an auction. If you want me to show you, of course, I can always do that. I'm sorry, Tina, if you do want it, you can take it for 200. You can just say sold and I can pin it, but... And that still is...
That's not great.
It's still not great, but it was there for an auction. So
Yeah.
if you do want it, I do need it to hit some form of like reserve off it. Okay. I'll let Tina think about it.
Sold.
Yay!
Yes,
Congrats!
Tina.
Thank you. So this is going to be DBXN 0029.
Also, Tina, thank you for just being like real. That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no. Like some people, you're like, she was just like, sold, yeah. I want it. So Tina knows what she wants and she gets it.
The girls are like, yeah, no, not quite me. I know everyone's got a budget in their head.
Yeah, like it's not the end of the world being
Yeah.
like, oh no, I'm alright, Tar.
Yeah.
But like she was just like, sold to Tina. Yeah, it is sold to Tina.
I'll
So,
take that one.
I like her.
I mean, that's what you pay for to buy chocolate these days.
Isn't it?
Really?
200 quid.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
buy like 5 chocolate. You're like, what? I just spent.
Never mind Dubai chocolate brown diamond.
Yeah.
Just Dubai chocolate full stop.
I don't have any more singles. These are my last of my chocolates, girls. They're the last of the bunch. Unless I find some other here.
I can go take a look if you want.
I don't
think
we
you have
can.
many.
I don't think there's any left, to be honest.
We do have those yellow diamonds, which I love.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't
got
know
some yellows.
what's the public opinion on a yellow diamond. What do you guys think on a yellow diamond? Personally, they're like my favorite diamonds. I've always
Yellow
loved
diamonds
yellow
are
diamonds.
beautiful. It's just the cost of it. Right?
Expensive.
They're generally more expensive in the... Check Nikos's drawer, exactly. He's probably got them all there. I was like, Nikos, where's all my chocolate brown diamonds? I was like, oh, those.
I don't know.
Those. And there were some other ones that I kept aside for auctions, but I don't know where he put them. And it was like...
Nat and SK said they love a grey, green, yellow, pink, anything colour.
Yes.
SK says love. Yeah, yellow diamonds are always my favourite.
Yeah.
I'm always drawn to a yellow diamond, and we've got a few here, but they are more costly,
Congrats,
aren't
Tina. Thank you so much. Let me know if you want it loose. Okay, what is your next question?
they? Okay, my next question is, all you ever do is be like, say how much you love your job. I want an honest answer in saying, what is your least favourite part of working at Luxury Promise?
I don't have one.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You must.
No. I don't.
I can think of one for you.
No, I mean, obviously...
There's always got to be like, what's
I'd
the
say-
downside to working like how you work?
Well, obviously you're sacrificing time, but the always the goal is there's a bigger goal, and life is not like that.
And I'm not saying
If
that.
that I felt like because
Yeah.
I'm an old woman now, I feel like no images on items is the downside. No description.
That was the first thing I said before I even came. I was like, why do these not have images?
Yeah,
Didn't I?
that bugs me. No description.
Oh, that annoys me.
I think if you're going to do your job, the ick is if people do your job, you do it properly, you do it the best. And if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. Then.
Not bothered.
Just don't do it.
Why do a job like halfway through? Yeah, I agree.
I'd probably say I think a downside of a big growing business
Yeah.
in this size, which I think people don't always look at because they see the glory of like the sales, is investors.
And having to go through that.
Just managing investors, managing just not my your expectation. Or always
Is it because
constant.
like this is like your child, and in some way when you're getting an investor, you're having to like give a little bit up or
No.
make an example?
I think that sometimes I speak to people that don't want to ever get investors because they don't want to have that. But an investors for me prove that your concept that you're saying is you think in your head is good. Investors kind of like be like, okay, there's someone else that kind of truly believes in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because they back you. But then obviously you then have to manage expectations of it.
And so they'll be like, I want this done by then, and you're like, that's not.
No, I will do it. I will always meet my deadline of what I need to do because that's what you have to be a professional.
But you're like, oh my god, this is annoying. This is just.
Sometimes they might
things.
ask an expectation of something where I'm like, well, no, that's not realistic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I will try,
I'll do my best.
but it's
But
a very.
don't come at me when I'm like.
well, give
it's
me an
impossible.
example of how to achieve that then. So I suppose that would
Do you get that often from the investors you have? Do you get often them being like asking things that you're like?
No, they're generally quite good.
They're quite nice people.
But if you get a bad investor in your company, and if you see a lot of people when they have their businesses destroyed,
Yeah.
it's because either they got bad potential investors, they
Yeah.
had a reliance on investors. Investors aren't the people that will run businesses. I think that's what they are. They're literally there to give you your money, and unless you choose your investors in the right way where they can give you strategy and advice,
Yeah.
often most of the time it's like, well, that was disappointing.
Getting an investor.
Not getting an investor, but like as in like they're not going to run your business.
Yeah,
you still
you
have
think
to do
you-
it.
they're not
You think
as
you might
big-
like they don't know how to do it. They're just believing that you could do it. So
Yeah, I
if
get
you think
that.
that you're like, oh, so how do you think? And they're like, oh, I don't know.
So
it.
you would say one of the downfalls of it is just like having to manage that and deal with that on top.
I suppose that's not a downfall because without them I can't.
Yeah,
without
that's
them you
true.
can't do it. But
You're
it's
so
the bit
you're
that
so PR trained.
no, but it's not a downfall because
No, I know.
I've taken a lot of money. A lot of people look at this and be like, oh wow, but I've taken a lot of money to grow this business.
Yeah, I get that.
And it didn't happen. It wouldn't happen without it. Unfortunately, we live in a world where money. One of the reasons why we're big is because I went out there, I got investment, and I
Yeah.
took the risk.
I
took
think
that pressure.
no, like,
but that's the bit I probably would be like, I like the least in my job.
A
in
lot of
sense
people
what I'm saying.
aren't brave enough to do something like deal with investors. I feel a lot of companies that I see, I'm like, you should be dealing with that now because you'd be getting a much better place. But
Yeah.
it's just too scary, and you really like dived head
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
into that. So I suppose that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could never be a CEO, mate. Too much. I love my
But
sleep.
Fiona, often boards are generally made up of your investors. So if you get you can have a good board, but if you have your investors are on the board, and if you get the wrong investors on your board, they're not going to give you the right strategy. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very
I've
key.
watched Succession.
You need
I
to
know
make
what
sure
that
your
is.
board. You need to make sure your investors are right because most investors will have a right to be on your board.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I feel
That was a really lovely answer.
Oh, thanks.
I like that. That was good. I thought you were going to say, oh, not being able to see my kids and Adam, which is very true. But that's the answer that I thought you were going to have.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah,
but that's part.
that was a basic answer. I was going to say
yeah.
to you, that was boring. We need another one. So that was good. You are a lioness. Should I ask another question? Okay.
You actually got questions written down.
Yeah, of course I do.
Interesting.
I like to prepare myself. How do you sleep at night?
How do I sleep at night?
Yeah, like how
Well, why am I holding my hand on a live show?
How do
Hello?
you... No, but how...
Wow. And then I vanish.
What do you do to, like, wind down? Because, like, for example, we went out for dinner last night and, like, Sabrina wasn't there for half it. She was on the phone outside. And that's, like, just classic Sabrina. So I was like, how the hell does this bitch go to sleep? How does that happen?
I don't sleep.
How do you just go, like are you like, night?
I don't sleep. And then sometimes Nikos will message me and be like, hello? I'm like, Nikos, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, can you talk? I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
What's he doing at 1 in the morning?
No, Dubai time. Like, he might message me. So it's like very difficult to sleep because everyone is everywhere.
Yeah, but like, you know, when you're like, oh my God, I've had such a busy few weeks. I need to be like off phone, offline. Do you have like a room in your house with no service? Like you lock yourself in it, like a little panic room, a basement or something. Where do you go? What do you do?
You can't sleep.
You
can sleep, but you can't turn off the business.
This is ridiculous. You need an answer for this.
Just go to sleep. It's just like basic. I get into the
bed.
Have
you not got a skincare routine?
No, then Lumi Beauty skincare routine.
Lumi Beauty skincare routine.
Okay, for me, the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you come to my house, you'll see organised, clean, clinical.
Yeah, I like it.
And like a made bed. Like I can never sleep back if my bed's unmade. I can't sleep in it.
I hate that.
So
Why do people do that? That's disgusting.
And then I will sleep.
Yeah, same. I agree.
I'll go shopping.
How do you treat yourself when you're always surrounded by such beautiful products?
Just keep shopping.
Yeah, just
it's
keep
an
buying.
Addiction.
It's a good question. That is a very good question.
I have to say, I know it sounds really crazy, but I actually love what I do, and I live and breathe it. It's not.
I know no one's
but
questioning that, but like you do actually have to go to sleep at some point.
Obviously I go to sleep with a nice clean bed.
But how often do you? How many hours do you sleep? I'm just interested.
Like 5 hours.
That's crazy to me. Like sometimes I'll like go.
But that's not just a thing that's from Luxury Promise. It's been since I was.
You've just always been like that.
Since I was at university.
Because I read that you should have like a good nighttime routine to get yourself into going to sleep. So I just assumed like how you live, you'd have a good nighttime routine. Sue me.
Yeah, Lumi Beauty.
Just a little Lumi Beauty.
A bit of like
glass of water.
Collagen stick.
Green tea.
Tea, not green tea.
Just normal tea.
Green tea tastes
Yorkshire tea.
Not always, because PG Tips.
Disgusting.
I love PG Tips.
That's the worst cup of tea you could possibly choose.
I hate.
You may as well have just said Tetley to me right now.
Yeah, Tetley or PG Tips.
Awful tea.
Basic tea.
Oh my God.
Basic. Sometimes you just need the basic thing.
But they're awful tea. Yorkshire's the win. All right, that was a good. Yeah, all right, I'll take it. I thought you'd have a better answer, but I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have this whole like I go to yoga.
No, I'm not.
I meditate.
I just mean like like for
play
me,
some Zen music.
I'll give you my example. My example is I will wash my face, brush my teeth. I'll wrap my hair up, and I'm like, that's when I know I'm ready to sleep. And then
I'll brush my teeth as well.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
and then I'll put Real Housewives of Miami on.
Yeah.
That's my thing, and then I'm like, I'll go to sleep.
I like trashy TV.
Yeah, trashy TV, like Real Housewives.
I'm like, but what is it I just watched?
You can't remember?
No, I will watch something so trashy. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. It like kills my brain off. That I'm like,
Yorkshire Gold, Fiona.
I'm ready to sleep.
You're a girl after my own heart. I love that. Yorkshire Gold's a winner. Okay, I have another question as well.
Question or diamonds, guys? What do
you let's do diamonds. Can we do a diamond, please? Because I want to do this later.
Okay, are you guys ready to rumble? I have 2 diamonds in this pack. So Alana, now I know you've got one, or Tina, you got one. This is your 1.43 carat, 2 matching orange, fancy orange, brown diamonds. This is ANC-S38-27, and these are a total of 1.43 carats, so around 0.7 carats each, and they are matching to create the perfect pair. I'm gonna. Oh my
so
god, they're
cute.
beautiful. And so we are gonna start the auction at £100. Oh, it's a charge. You can charge it. Oh,
I know. I'm trying to put it on.
okay. Beautiful chocolate brown. They are your graded as chocolate brown orange. They are your VS2 clarity, no visible inclusion. So that's stone number 1. Shireen, how are you? Next week dinner, let me know. Chocolate brown,
That is gorgeous.
0.7. Guys, and there's 2, not 1. Pammy G, you're awake. So again, guys, let's put in the setting as well, Joshua, for earrings, because these, honestly, these in like a yellow gold or a rose gold, even white gold, to be honest, these are quite beautiful.
This is a really cute idea to get earrings if there's 2 in a pack. It makes so sense.
Or you can do a pendant. If you've already bought, like Tina's bought the little cognac, she could do a drop down pendant
with like
3.
one small, one bigger, one small. That would be really cute, actually, Tina. Tina, you should do that.
Yeah. I'm going to start my countdown, girls.
This is such an autumn stone.
Yeah.
Love it.
But put white diamonds against it. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you can pair them up with some white diamonds. Okay. 20, 19. Yeah, you count.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
See, this is what keeps me alive, guys.
8.
The personalities.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tina got it. I'm so glad Tina got it, to be fair, guys. Love you all, but like that idea of yours, cute idea.
Yeah,
very cute
there you
idea.
go. That's gonna be pinned in a second.
Oh, Al just said 270 last minute. I've just counted to 20. You missed out there, didn't you, love? Tina's gone to girls. We're finished. We're finished. Tina got it. We're finished.
Yeah, Tina, congrats.
You know, what do they to Al? We've said.
You need to probably do a bit more deeper. Take
Why?
it a bit more slower.
Was it not loud enough? 25. We should have started at 25 instead.
So Tina did get at 250.
250.
So let's pin it.
We'll change the price for 250. Tina, that is yours.
It was ANC-S23.
Congratulations.
S38-27. And Tina, let me know if you need some settings, so we can get that going.
Could be really cute.
Yeah.
Love that. Should we do another diamond?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us. Obviously, there's some people that know you,
Okay.
and there's some people that don't know you. So why don't you tell us, like, how you got into what you do?
Like my journey.
Yeah, let's tell your journey.
Okay.
Let's tell
Full
your
journey.
Yeah, your full journey.
Okay.
You're going to tell your journey while I'm going to start pulling out.
All right, that's fine. So I'll tell you guys my journey and why I'm working.
Why
at
you're working.
Luxury Promise. Tina said she's just collecting them loose at the moment.
Oh,
Love that,
amazing.
Tina. Good idea. So, Josh, I haven't watched you before. Hilarious. Thanks, Fiona. Thanks. So basically, I am 23. So I'm the youngest person at Luxury Promise. I only just turned 23 as well.
And then Daria next.
And then it's Daria after me. Can you please do diamonds for a ring, please? And Sabrina, could you get some other colours?
Yeah.
Mishi, good morning. So basically, I wanted to be an actor and a director like my whole life, and I went to like drama school for it and everything, and I got into a university to go to New York, but that was in COVID, and then basically I couldn't go that year, so I had to postpone, and I found a job at Lux Collective, which is a luxury resale site, because my brother is friends with one of the old owners. So I just started cleaning shoes for them, and then from then I just have always had a real big knowledge on like pop culture, because like I'm gay, you know, it's just how it is. I know I know a lot about celebrities, so I used to do videos for them just talking about pop culture, and people used to like it. So from there I like grew their following at the time from like I think it was like 200 and something thousand to 1.2 mil it ended on, I think, on their TikTok, to just because like I kind of know social media. I've always known social media. And then I got a job at a restaurant called Emily's. It was just a local restaurant because I had to move back to my hometown. And then I boosted their social media following. And I realised, actually, hold on, I'm quite skilled at this. This is something that I'm good at. So, and I can help anyone. And then I worked back at Luxury Promise as Lux Collective, as a live host. And I was working there for a year. I was like one of their 3 live hosts on the team. It was me, Devon, and it was Maisie. And then after Maisie, it was someone else. And so I was doing that for a long time. I think I did over like 700 hours of live stream over the space of a year. And I really just got like straight into it. It was all on TikTok, so I knew a lot about TikTok Shop and TikTok live streaming. And then unfortunately the company went into administration because reasons are out of my control, that's for sure. And I just did something about it. I posted a TikTok and I was like, I'm looking for a job. And I got a lot of response from it, some good, some bad. It was crazy. But the one that stood out the most for me was Sabrina's, and she FaceTimed me pretty much like the next day and said, I can have you earning this much money. I can have you traveling the world. I want you on my team. And I was like, yeah, go on, why not? Lol. I've always wanted to go to Japan. So, so I did it, and like I turned down like 300 and something jobs for this job because I just knew that my heart was in the resale market. Like I know a lot about fashion anyway, and I can see like a Luxury Promise is a great team. I've known about Luxury Promise for years. Like low key.
How did you find out about Luxury Promise?
Like you guys
just following or?
No. So when I worked at Lux Collective, I did a course on what do you call it, authentication, and I did a Luxury Promise course.
Oh,
pretty sure. You did like courses?
I did training. Yeah, I did. I used to train. So
Yeah.
long before Luxury Promise, before I even got into it, I did an authentication.
Yeah,
school.
I think that's how I knew. I did the authentication school. Wasn't very good at it, but so yeah, it just feels like it was a right place, right time thing, and like being so youthful, dare I say it. It's just intense. This is a lot for me. Like this is such a
You've
huge...
never worked so hard in your life.
Yeah, one thing I've learned, like I'm being real with the 37 of you right now. Yeah, I was talking to my boyfriend last night. I was like, you know, when you get more money in a job, you think, oh, this is fun. Nah, it's more work. It's so much harder.
God, listen.
Like,
if you want to earn more money, you got to work harder.
but no one talks about that. I thought it was just gonna be earn more money, live a cushy life. Not true, guys. It is hard. I was going to bed last night.
Welcome to being a grown-up.
I was still working in bed last night. I was like, when will this end? Like, it's just a lot. Okay, I'm fine. I can handle it. I've got my big boy pants on. I will be okay. But like, it's a lot, you know? And also, like, I'm like, I'll come up with a solution for something here and be like, let's do this. And then the next minute, I'm like, oh, shit, that's now on my shoulders. So I'm like, ah! But I don't care. Like I'm one who's always here for a good time, not a long one. You know, I'll do my best. I'll
A good time and not a long one.
I mean, in life, not a Luxury
Jeez,
Promise.
I'm gonna quit next month.
Yeah,
Where's
bye.
Joshua?
No, I mean, like in life, I'm just like, why not? Like, I'll just be honest from the start. I'll tell you everything I feel. I'll tell you how it is. And I'm just going to try my best. And I always try my best. And it never has failed me. I was saying to you the other day as well, like,
Jeez.
you know.
Like, where's Josh? He resigned.
He resigned. No, I'm not going to resign, guys. I'm not going to resign. Don't worry. I don't quit. That's one thing about me. I don't quit. But yeah, I was saying the other day, like, you know, people are like, work hard. I always work hard. I achieved what I got because I worked hard. Sometimes I think I'm just lucky. Like, I actually think, like, I'm talented, yeah, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'm like, God, this wouldn't work out for other people like it's worked out for me, you know? Maybe that's stupid to say, but I don't know. The luck follows me wherever I go, and I'm in abundance of it.
You're like a cat.
I'm like a cat, but better looking.
Oh my God, guys! Now you know what I have to deal with. After now people know why I don't sleep.
Yeah, because I'm just constantly talking. You don't sleep. I was getting texts from Sabrina last night being like, trying to go to sleep and watch some telly, some Real Housewives. She's still texting me. It's ridiculous.
Look,
I'm going.
All I say is fair warning. I gave everyone a fair warning. I said, listen, it's going to be really fun, but you don't have to work really hard.
I know. I'm happy.
And I gave you
I'm
the
happy.
I was like, I'm an honest talker. He's happy. And I was like, expect unsociable hours.
No, I do. I actually really, really love it. Like, I am. It's just like, what? This is crazy. Like, I used to work a 9 to 5, and after 5, that was it. You know, like...
You finished work. We finished our show at 5:30, and then we went to a restaurant to eat dinner. We did go to a restaurant
and
where
talk
you
about...
ate cheesecake.
I did eat a gorgeous cheesecake and a lovely spaghetti. And then
I left you for 5 hours.
But then I went home and worked.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't just go home and be like, oh, nap time. And then, like, this morning I woke up and started working on my phone. And I was like, oh my God, you haven't even stood up yet. You haven't stood up yet.
This. And then when you retire young.
When you
retire young, you remember it's
I know.
because I worked really hard when I was in my 20s. And now I can live out the rest of it without having to worry.
That's not true.
Yeah?
That's not true.
It is.
That's never going to happen. I am thinking one day, like, if it ever gets too much and you're like, where's Josh gone? I will be on a beach somewhere with no social media.
Okay, guys, can I just say, he's just come back from a 2-week
Let
holiday.
me live.
In Portugal.
Oh.
Portugal.
Is it a crime to complain round here? Is it a crime?
You've only been back into work for 2 days.
Let me complain.
Well, you left at 6 p.m.
Oh, just let me complain.
Okay. I'm glad this gossip session to turn into a therapy session.
In the meantime, I actually do. I am joking.
In the meantime, he's got the energy.
This is cute.
We're gonna do a little green diamond.
Oh, you know me, guys. Well, you don't, but green is my colour.
You don't know me.
You don't know me at all. Green is my colour. I said to Sabrina today, I said, love your outfit. She said you only like it because I was green. I was like, correct.
A&L S4740. We're gonna do a small but
sorry. Oh my God. Just dropped a jewellery box on me knee. My skinny little legs. If that bruises, it's already starting to bruise.
Oh my God, guys. This is why sometimes, okay, can I just tell you the one thing that people don't realise? Because obviously you guys are all live show hosts because they have to have personality.
Yeah.
Managing the personalities. And then some people were like, do you want more girls or children? I was like...
Definitely not.
I was like, have you seen the emotions I have to deal with and the personalities?
Yeah, so true. Everyone keeps being like, to Josh, what was it? When we were on that trip, when I called you sausage accidentally.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, aren't you his boss? Did he just call you sausage?
We're at an event and he shouted out, hey, sausage.
I was like, you found your seat yet, sausage? Oh, it was a mistake. I'm from Liverpool. I'm just a bit northern. Let me live.
And then they were like, wow, is this how you...
Is that how your staff treat you? And I was like, yeah, baby.
It was like, sausage, and did you brush your hair?
Did you brush your hair?
In a room, by the way, 100 people, all fully dressed in...
All very, women. Like, woo! And I was, like, in silence shouting, have you found your seat yet, sausage? And everyone was like, does he talk to you like that? She was like, yeah, he does.
And then, just to let you know
rude.
how it is, so we had to fly out the next day, and he's moaning that he's tired.
No, stop. Don't tell this. Here you can. Go on.
He's moaning that he's tired. He was up at 4 o'clock in the morning outside my window.
I was partying.
He was partying.
I was meeting new people.
I was like, Joshua, I had to literally message him. I was like, where are you? Because I could hear that accent, obviously. And I was just like, we've got a flight in 2 hours.
And who made it to the flight?
You did. I was like, get to bed.
I did. I went to bed. And then we made it to the flight.
And then Devon was like, why did you tell her he was awake? She was like, I don't know why. I think he forgot. I was like, are you awake right now?
I didn't clock that it was like late. I didn't clock that, I didn't think.
I had to then tell him off like a child, like my son. I'm like, get to bed. I literally had to write a message.
Get to bed. I was like,
we have a flight in 2 hours. Can you go to sleep? Okay.
I did.
And he did. There we have it. Okay, guys. Wow. Okay, we're going to do this beautiful, special, rare green. This is what gives me You girls dealing with all the youngsters. It's like I can feed off their energy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is your VVS 1 Clarity green yellow diamond. This is small but mighty. It's a 0.27 carat. It's A&L S4740, and we're going to start the auction at £100. He parties as hard as he works. Exactly.
Yes, I do,
Yes.
JN. You're right.
He
I
does.
do. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Wow, look at this, girls. This is a very fiery stone. There's a lot of fire. Again, this is a VBS one, so a lot of nice clarity in this.
When you say fiery, do you mean like those yellow bits? That
Yeah,
you can
fire is
see
just like the
reflect in
brightness, the sparkle in the stone, which you can see. So sometimes it's not always about getting a big stone. Sometimes you can get a small stone.
Yeah,
and have
there she is.
a lot of sparkle. So £100, girls. Exactly, Fiona. Oh, you found it.
Of course it is.
There we go. Want to try and sell it? £100, girls. Anybody?
I'm good at using chopsticks, but don't usually put diamonds in the middle of them. Wow, that is beautiful, guys. Look at that. Oh, I think it matches my skin tone better. Sorry.
Yeah.
How cute is that? £100 is such a good price for this. You know, just on like a ring.
Yes, exactly.
Be
Thick
so,
band.
so cute. Thick band, gorgeous little ring. Be so, so special. Or even just like on like that, as you said, a little central floating
A floating diamond.
pendant. That would be so cute.
Oh, on your cartilage, yes. I mean, don't
Is
drop
that
it in
your
your ears.
cartilage? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. You know, I've got that pierced.
Yeah.
I should use that.
And a green yellow diamond. Okay, anyone with £100?
Oh my God, that's so cute. So how much does it cost to get this set into earrings?
About 200
For a pair?
for a pair of studs.
That's really good.
Yeah, and then
You're
you
getting
pick
it
your
for this
diamond,
price.
and you can customize it yourself. Okay, I'm moving on. I don't see 100.
Al, what are you thinking? I think this is heavily delayed, by the way.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's put it back in the box. Oop. Anyone with 100? Okay, someone earlier on was asking for an Asher cut. I don't know if you're still there. I do have. I can flip the screen, yeah. Give me what? Oh, sorry. I'm stubbing up there.
She's a runaway.
Yeah.
She's a runaway gemstone.
Yeah.
What's this?
Wow.
What is this? What's
So
the name
the
of
shape
this?
is a cushion,
A cushion shape.
because it looks like a cushion.
It does look like a cushion.
And
They named that very well.
it's a green yellow diamond, so it's got hints of green, hints of yellow.
See, I love that. It's like a lemon and lime.
Yes, and again, it's a special, unique stone. So £100 is my starting bid.
I think 100's such a good price. I wouldn't even go. I would go higher than that.
I mean, I can't let it go. That was just the starting bid.
Yeah, we can't.
But no one's starting. I can't let it go at 100. I'll let it go for 200.
Really?
Well, not really, but
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I
not
wouldn't,
really, but I will. Wow.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. Pop her back.
Okay, put her back. Oh my! If you saw it in the box,
It's frustrating, isn't it? Because
Yeah, 'cause you can't see it.
I should have got the camera.
now you see the green.
Should I put a torch on it?
It's amazing. Wow. Like the color is just not. When it's floating in the sky. Oh my God! Look at the hair.
I think it looks quite cute.
I need to.
Messy girl chic. I actually
Yes,
think it looks
in a
really
drop
nice.
in a drop down will be amazing. I need to put some product in it. Okay. Right. Should we do another auction?
Hell yeah.
Or are you guys ready for it? Or do we do more chit chat? Because I don't see. Okay, I'm gonna do this cushion
I'm
piece.
not. I'm happy for either.
DBXN 0217. DBXN 0217. And who likes this new show? Remember, we've got this every.
Yeah. What do you think
Every
about the
week.
Gossip and Diamonds show, guys? Are you like bored or are you enjoying it? I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. kind of like a nice little rest and relax.
Yeah.
It's probably the most rest you've had in weeks, isn't it, Queen?
DBXN. This is an Asher. It was a 1.025.
I perform for a luxury jewelry brand here in Australia. What do you mean perform? Like dance?
She's a violin player. Oh. Yeah. That's why whenever she buys a cognac, I'm like, she's buying a violin coloured diamond.
Love. Make drop down cuttings and it's so stunning layered. Nah. Whereabouts in Australia are you living? I go to Australia soon.
Can you want to take him?
I would love to go.
Okay, amazing. Everyone's loving today's show.
Yay, thank you,
So this is a cushion, a champagne pink cushion. It's known as a gold. It's actually labelled a golden colour. We're going to pin the price. I mean, I can do something on it. There is a small inclusion, but the inclusion here is actually the same colour as the actual stone. So there is a small inclusion. It's an SI 1, but again, beautiful piece.
It's beautiful. I love that when you're looking down it looks like some sort of
Are
narrow.
you wearing oud?
Yeah, I'm wearing my Fenty Parfum.
Ooh,
do you like
nice,
it?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good smell. Thank you. You complimented me on it the other day, but you said I smelled floral. I was like, tar. Smelling floral means you don't smell nice.
£1,500 or 2,050. It's a 1.02 carat.
That is just gorgeous. That is just beautiful.
That is beautiful.
It's the perfect size as well.
So if anybody wants that, I can do. Hey, else like you two.
You guys should smell me right now. I smell really good.
It does smell great.
Thank you. Fenty Parfum, guys. Delicious fragrance. It's kind of got a Dubai muskiness to it.
It is very Dubai-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do Nat.
Oh, Nat. Nat, what price can you do on this? Nat says it's 1,500 at the moment. I want to give a price.
Did this battery die? Oh, it did.
Yeah. I'll can I do it?
Silly. Yeah.
Let me do it. Can you give me the free reign?
I'm gonna let him do his first price slash.
Because I like Nat. Kind of getting on with Nat. You're really quick to type things in, you.
Am I?
Like, I'm a slow typer. Okay. So it's 1,500. I think we should go down
and she takes her stones loose, so you can go. Are you taking it loose, Nat? Which is better for us.
Better for us if she takes it loose. Let's say.
Do you want to do a good slash?
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a good rain?
Can I say?
Nah.
Too low.
Wow. Jeez. His seems lower than mine.
What about? Okay.
Wow, his is low, girls. Oh my god.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Sorry.
I think this I slashed already.
I'm gonna say it's 1,500.
I dropped this on all my other. I dropped this from my other. This was one of the. I've already dropped it, but anyway.
Can we say 1,100? Can we do it?
Yeah, I mean it's already dropped. So to be honest,
1,150. 1,150. 1,150. It's a good price.
No, I did already drop it. By the way, it was up at 2.5.
1,150. I'm sorry. You can shout at me later. Josh needs his own diamond shot. Imagine me, Fiona. I'd be like, this one's sparkly and blue. I'll be selling it for
What did you say? 1,050.
1,150. Yeah, 1,150. That's a good price. See, Rafi understood me. 1,150. Sabrina said that I should do higher than that. Ah, well.
By the way, I already had reduced it.
Let me check my conversion. Okay, Queen. What does that mean? Oh, Australia. The Aussie dollar. How many dingo dollars is that going to set me back?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Joshua, I need to give him some training. I'm like, Joshua, we can't say... The other day he said something. I was like, Joshua, you know you can't say that.
I can say dingo dollar. Dingo dollar challenge.
You're doing it quite well, the Australian
I'm
accent.
pretty good in an Australian accent. Hello, Net. I'll play the violin, often for jewellery brands. I live in Sydney, and I'm just checking the conversion on the diamond. I love a diamond.
Oh my god, I don't know if
Don't worry, I don't
Why
need
do you
it set.
No, you sound like Crocodile Dundee.
Who's Crocodile Dundee? Never heard of him. My dad was...
Now you sound
what's
Essex.
his name?
Essex.
Steve.
You're like in between East London.
Essex. I'm from Essex. My name's Sabrina. Sabrina. My name's Sabrina. I own Luxury Promise.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're going to give me a complex now. I bet that's what he does. when
Try
he
and do a Scouse accent.
I can't.
No. You nothing.
This is, so every Friday, it's our regular 10 a.m. show.
Friday, it's always going to be. Our M is the goat. Who's M? You should do... oh my god, you don't know who Crocodile Dundee is? No. I'm like 3 years old.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I have no idea who that is.
He was born in 2000.
2002.
Yeah, not even 90s kid.
Yeah.
Like 2000.
2002. Crazy. I'm actually younger than the first Shrek movie.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Shrek is older than me. Anyway, I think that's a good price. 1,150. How many dingo dollars is that? We'll never know.
Oh my god.
We'll wait until Net's done her conversions.
Okay. ANC hyphen S38 hyphen 22 is going to be my next auction piece.
Okay. A little auction number.
This is a 1.03 carat. A 1.03 carat diamond. And
I like the colour of this one.
guys, now you can't say we didn't bring any personality to the show.
Yeah, that's true. A little bit, maybe too much personality. Less product,
What if we get
more
cancelled?
personality. I'm not going to get cancelled, Sabrina. Bloody hell. A gay mixed race left-handed guy gets cancelled. I think that's impossible.
No.
It's actually impossible. What can I get cancelled for? Also, I support women. You know,
Yeah,
like
you can't get cancelled.
I can't get cancelled. Single parent mother, you know. Boss, bitch, boss.
You can't
Oh,
swear
sorry,
on the
sorry.
live.
That's not a swear word. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, that's what I'm getting cancelled for.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Ofcom will come calling. No, they won't.
Yeah.
I am Ofcom.
Right, let's get to this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, let's get to this 1.03 carat diamond.
Okay.
So this is actually considered a red brown diamond. So in terms of your brown tones, he's like, can you stick your hand behind it?
Just
Sorry.
seeing if it works. You need a little screen or
So
something.
in terms of your red brown diamonds, this is considered one of the like more rarer tones in the brown, purely because of that kind of like red hue that we have. It's yeah, everyone's like, what's some of the water he's drinking? It's a fancy cognac.
It's not water.
It's red in tone, so not obviously red and diamond. It is your SI1, so there is kind of like this beautiful slash here and here, this incredible inclusion, and we're going to start at £100 on this.
£100. Did you say?
£100 starting
Sabrina,
bid.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get why you're like this.
He's like, I don't understand the business
I
concept.
do not understand it. One day, hopefully, I will. She's like, we sell really high-end pieces. First thing, let's do it for £10. What?
He's like, we sell Hermes. And when someone's like, hang on, but you only sell... Sometimes we don't... well, who doesn't want this for starting at £1 or £100?
£100 is ridiculous. It's
This
so
is,
good.
you know what, again, why would anyone ever buy diamond, lab grown? So this is a 1.023 carat fancy cognac in a red brown, beautiful colorway.
It is a gorgeous colorway.
And again, as a pendant. Hi, Kate. As a stud.
Kate said 100.
What I love about this is, you in terms of like moire, if you put this with another diamond, if you put it with like a red spinel, a ruby, it'd really bring out more of that reddy tone. So we've got Kate with 100.
Love this. Yes, Kate. Kate is winning. What time are we on till? Can we just keep going?
You want to keep going?
Yeah. I'm enjoying this. Are you?
Oh, guys, he wants to keep going.
Why not?
I mean, I might need if we can get more than 100 on a ladies. Okay, thank
150.
you. 150.
We're
Look
all
how
just in a
beautiful.
gossip
Actually,
mode, aren't
Alana,
we?
this would go. In terms of your mismatch diamonds, it could go really well with the. Let me find the other stone.
These ones.
Oh
aren't
yeah,
they?
I mean it's a lot deeper in tone, but you could make a beautiful mismatch. Okay. Oh no! Hello.
No B. What a gorgeous name.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Should we start the countdown?
Let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
You're gonna get a sore throat after this.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sold.
Oh!
Congrats.
Sold to Nat.
Nat, congratulations.
Net's got it for 290. We don't know what that is in dingo dollars.
Nat.
Oh, congratulations,
Congrats.
Nat. Yay. I really wants to show a yellow diamond today, guys, but I feel like no one's in the mood for a yellow diamond. And that's okay. I'll allow it.
You allow it.
Yeah. You can't always be in the mood for a yellow diamond, can you? So once in a blue moon, once in a yellow moon, eh?
Congrats, Nat. Thank
Congrats,
you.
Nat. Love that for you. Congratulations, Queenie. Okay, and I'll take the other one
Guys,
too.
have
but
you ever
can
been called Queenie before?
She's gonna take it.
I can make the necklace.
Can you make the necklace?
Woo! Yay! Oh my god, the cushion. Are you gonna do a drop down necklace? Okay, so DBXN0217. Can we make that
We've
for
already pinned it. It's
150?
It's already on there.
Oh, but he's to reduce the price.
Rafi's reduced it.
Oh, to 150?
Yeah, he reduced it before.
Oh no, he didn't. He doesn't reduce until you agree. Otherwise, if we forget, then it stays there.
It came up 150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's
Go,
do it.
Rafi.
Nat,
It's
go
there.
for it. Drop
Go.
down, little one. I'm sure
Go,
he
go.
did it. How did he
No,
check?
he doesn't reduce until someone agrees. Generally, we'll see. Rafi, did you reduce it? If not, you can do that. And a drop down would
I
be
love
amazing.
that. Nat, that's what a great little... I
What
feel
are we
like
gonna
I
do?
want
Cushion?
a grey or green. I can't... What? Oh, 1 carat. No, I can't. Me. I read instead of 1 carat, I read it as I can't. And then I'm done.
What
Yeah.
are you put up the top?
Which
the
one on
green?
top? The
Yeah,
the
the
baguette.
cushion.
Just met. Where are they both?
Here.
Let me see. That cushion is like.
Yeah.
That is possibly my favourite.
That is beautiful.
Today. It's so gorgeous. And where's what the other one we've just got? That's cute. I would do the cushion at the top. Josh, can I ask you a very random question? I think you are my neighbour. Do you live in East London? I
Well,
be specific.
Well, for now he does.
Am I living in East London at
Yeah,
the moment?
That's East London.
I am at the moment. Bow. What's it called? Bow or bow? Which one is it?
Bow.
Bow. Living there. Get off at Mile End.
Get over my land.
4.5 mile walk, should I say? No.
Oh my god.
No
Make him some food.
way.
Have him over.
Where, like, are you in that little, like, complex bit that I'm in? Or are you, like, when did you see me as well? That is crazy, eh? That is crazy.
She's gonna tell me
That
if he
is
gets up to anything
crazy.
naughty. When he gets in.
Yeah, a little late party and that. No, I told you, all I do is watch Real Housewives. That is hilarious. We are neighbours. I'm actually going home this weekend now. Because, like, I don't know, want to see my boyfriend, refresh my clothes. But I'll be back on Monday. No, I don't like that one. I'm next to the main street. Yeah, no, neither. But, me neither. But next to the main street, as in Okay, I feel like I know where you're talking about. Where the bridge is. Am I close by that? Or like the actual main street. Either way, that's quite cute. Went past 2 pubs that I thought I could have a drink in there. And every day I'm like, I'm going to go have a drink in there after work, but I'm just too tired. That is crazy, eh?
Let
How
me show
crazy
you.
is that?
Well, you're very recognizable.
That's true.
Yeah.
They,
You're one of a kind.
She/they probably saw me walking to work like with a sweat on. Yes, I'll just come say hi when I see you. I walk the dog. What dog do you have? And I'll keep my eyes peeled. Sabrina, have you got a green or grey one, or for a steel that's one carrot or pinkish? Sorry, Net, we got distracted.
So let me just show you the 2 stones.
So cute.
So I feel like this is the base and that at the bottom. So that's the center stone for sure. Grey or green? Let's have a walk.
We'll do it together.
What?
Whoa, yeah.
Okay. In terms of greys, this is like a grey green. And it's a 0.73 carat. This is, which is nice. And then I have this beautiful, but that's quite smoky emerald. It's almost like a marble effect in there. I can do a crazy price. So that could be, let me put you some options. Okay. Oh, look at this. Grey green moon.
I want to see the ones you're talking about. I didn't know you could get grey diamonds.
Yeah.
Is this a grey green?
Yeah, this is almost like a grey.
I see that.
This
I
is
see
beautiful.
that.
Not
That
showing
is
that one
beautiful.
yet.
It's quite large though.
Yeah, it's big, mama.
Big mama.
I mean, you saw this grey diamond, which is obviously the piece.
one?
Yeah, this is a grey green.
That's cute. Love that one.
This is a grey green.
It's just
Whoa.
oval shaped though. This.
A heart.
This. Look at this one. Net.
Yes.
I love that one. Net, that's beautiful.
Oh my God. This is what I'm going to have to deal with all day now.
I've got
But
the
now,
Australian accent.
until now, every time, just expect it. Don't get upset.
Net,
He's gonna.
I'm sorry.
He turns Australian
It's
every
just-
time you turn on.
It's a thing now.
Do Trudy.
Trudy. I can't do Trudy.
You can't do Trudy.
Let me try Trudy. I've been selling some Birkins at the moment. Is that good?
Oh, you need to be a bit more higher pitched.
I can't really do high. I've been selling some Birkins and diamonds that are pairing together. I love the colour pinks that we've got today. That wasn't too bad.
The marble ones.
Marble.
Dingo ate my baby.
A dingo ate my baby. What does that even mean? What's I thought the dingo was the dollar.
A dingo?
What's a dingo?
What is a dog? No? Or
Dingo dollar. I thought that was their currency.
a bit of Miss Doubtfire. The marble ones I can show you. Yes. Okay, where's the marble ones? Where they've gone?
So confusing.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's too much. Not to say we have too many diamonds on our plate, but we do have
We've got a lot of diamonds on our plate. Okay, right, let's take these first.
I have lost my laptop charger once again. What is this?
Right, let's take these.
Okay.
Oh, can you grab these ones?
Those
Oh, sorry.
four.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Here we are. Muito obrigado.
Right.
There's the phone. Hello everyone. Let me read the comments again. Dingo at my baby. Can you show the smoky marble one for Katya? I'm excited for you. Show heart. Have you got the heart?
Yeah.
You pick that up?
Yes.
You promise?
Yeah.
Okay. I just sometimes think you say yeah to make me like go quiet, but actually you don't. That's a common thing in my life.
He's always like, did you actually do it? I'm like, yep, I did.
Yep, I've got it.
It's just, got to go fast.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go.
All right, A&L
Quicker then, let's go.
S4829. A&L S4829. And this is oh my god, this is a pink diamond,
This
a
is
pink
beautiful.
marble pear-shaped diamond, natural pink diamond. Do you know where natural pink diamonds come from? Most
The
of time?
ground.
Other than the ground? Which
Um,
country?
Sri Lanka. Nowhere.
Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because they've got red rock.
Maybe because they got red
Red
rock.
sedimented rock.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know me. My best friend's a geography teacher, so I know all about the
Wow.
rocks.
There
Yeah.
we go, guys. Look. Oh my god, guys. This is actually beautiful.
That is beautiful.
These have your natural inclusion. So you see what you see inside this stone.
Nat, this is so perfect for you. It's literally
Yeah,
from the
this
homeland.
is from the homeland.
It's from the homeland.
This is a 0.7. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 1.08 carat.
This is what you call an ancestral stone.
These are natural. They're not enhanced. These are natural with inclusion. Generally, a lot of pink diamonds can become enhanced, and so the clarity is taken away. Like there's inclusions, but this is beautiful. Like it's almost like strikes of like lightning. Now, price is going to be listed in a second. It's a beautiful pink. Ooh.
It's so cute.
And imagine that with your babies.
£800.
£800.
Such a steal.
I
Guys,
will do
that's
this
such
for a
good
steal
price.
if you like it, but I have some other options. So that's one option. And then I'm going to do the green oval, which is A&L S4709. Okay, I'm going to do it for £600. Steal price.
That pink one.
Yeah.
That was silly.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, did you see my belly?
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Why? Why are we so hungry? God, that's mad, that. £600 is
Yeah,
such a good price.
It's a great price. Let's update the price.
Can I have for a good price and I'll choose more, possibly. Not so deal.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to do another one.
Well, you're gonna have to add these to your basket.
So add it to your basket.
Because I
A&L
feel like people are wanting that one now.
S4709 is the next stone. And this is a green,
Let me see.
beautiful green diamond.
Oh, wow, mama.
Look at that.
This
Wow.
is so cute. Aquamarine. Do we have any aquamarine? No.
I don't have any aquamarine,
I
but
love aquamarine.
Daria has a Brazilian aquamarine in the most incredible blue. And I don't know if you follow my WhatsApp community, we've also got loads of aquamarine rings coming up, but she's got some loose ones. Okay, guys, look how beautiful this is. Now, this is an included stone. You can see those natural inclusions there. So this is what would be considered an eye, which is included. But actually, the sparkle in the stone is amazing.
Says out of stock for the pink. Let's have a look.
Can you add it in quantity, please? Oh, yeah. That's not been... Can you just go...
Yeah.
Yep, add it into quantity and
So
then
this
it
is
should
one
work.
Quantity.
Yeah. And this is beautiful. Look at that. And this is what we considered like pepper inclusions, because they're like little peppers. And but the green saturation on this is insane. I have it Insta show as well. I do.
I think that is in
Wow.
quantity.
That's going to be pinned in a second. Well, this is 1.5 or 2050. Again, can do some magic pricing on that. And I have an Insta show 2 p.m.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. And I'm going to do the grey diamond next. It will.
It'll match my salt and peppers. What's this? Everyone keeps saying salt and peppers.
So basically,
What are
if you
they?
look inside the stone, it looks like pepper and salt inside the diamond.
Not like salt and pepper chips.
Well,
you
just
know,
salt and pepper.
Just salt and pepper.
Yeah.
You don't know what salt and pepper chips are.
No, what are they? Chips?
It's like a northern thing.
Salt and pepper chips, like
Yeah.
crisps,
No.
like chips with salt and pepper.
Yeah, but like they're like spicy.
Oh yeah,
You have them.
no, I haven't had them.
Wow, you're missing out.
I've had. Is it like peri peri chips?
Kind of, but like with peppers and that on them. I love that.
If you want it, I can do something on it. Let me know. Okay, next
That
up,
one is beautiful. It's
I'm going to do the
1,500.
grey, a beautiful grey cushion. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is A&L S4725.
I want to show the heart as well. The heart is going to get shown, guys.
Oh, this is amazing. And we'll do the heart too.
Hey.
Should we do a question next as well? Do you guys want another question
Go
in
on.
between? Guys, look
I
at
still have a
beautiful.
question to ask you, to be fair.
So this has, again, it has an inclusion. This is more like your SI3 going into I. But again, the colour and the greys and greens on this is incredible. Wow.
I love this one.
Yeah. And this is £1,200 or $1,640. And girls, if you are tuning in, I can do some magic on these stones. And I do have I have an Instagram show at Christos at 2 p.m.
Is that diamonds?
It's diamonds. Okay. So we're going to wrap up in a second. If there's anything you want me to show you, I haven't.
I just want to show the heart.
You want to do the heart?
Yeah, I want to show the heart.
Okay. I'll do a crazy deal for someone. Magic price on it, Alana. I will do it for $495.
You're crazy. The one that you've just shown. Not the one you've just shown.
Yeah.
No, it's 1,200.
Well, it has to go home now. I'm tired.
What? Everyone said sold. Okay, change it to 495, Rafi, and then whoever gets it, I suppose.
Okay, so Rafi, can we do
Yeah, Rafi, 495. She's lost the plot. And can you do a deal on the green? This is the green oval. That's 1,000. That one's 1,500 at the moment.
I will do that for $695.
No. And she called me and saved me like, oh, 1,100. 1,150. She's like, oh, don't be bashful.
Don't be bashful.
Don't be bashful.
Because
Okay.
it goes all to one group.
Okay, so yeah, I think Al is taking the one we've just changed to 495. Ridiculous, if I'm correct, because she said sold first, and then Mishi said she'll take it if not, and then Nat wants that green one.
Oh, $695 if you want it, the green.
The green 695, which we'll do.
Which is A&L S4709.
And Nat wanted those other prices changed as well, if we're correct.
Yeah. Rafi, can you do me a favour? Can you drop in all of... she checked out. And I'll refund the shipping.
Love that.
If you've done multiple. Rafi, can we repin Nat's, which she wanted to take? So, Nat had the... Oh, my God. Oh, has Nat not checked out on any of them?
Nat's not checked out on anything.
Okay, 1 second. So, D... Oh, no.
What?
Is that the one I sold to Nat?
Yes. You've put it in the wrong box. Sausage.
No, wait.
No, wait. Let's
Wait.
just take a moment.
I'll take a moment.
We're looking for...
Oh, here, wait. Oh, phew. Okay. DBXN 0217. Can we send the link to that here?
That's the Nat.
That's Nat's.
That's Nat.
Yeah. And then there was the auction one. And then she's
It's
going to
not
take...
that one.
Yeah. And then can we put a link for A&L S4829? And can you
Yes.
give me SKU, Nat, on the other one, the auction piece? Because I put the auction pieces aside and I can't remember which one you auctioned.
Yeah.
It says sold.
I think this is the one that Nat's bought, but it's sold. Is that correct?
No, someone else checked out on
The champagne.
the grid. Where is it gone?
Cognac 3822.
1 second, AL. Let me sort that out.
Hold on.
The 495 one. Did I give it to you?
No. It's here. No.
No, that's not it.
That's
Okay.
the hearts.
Jeez. Was that the...
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's sitting in the wrong box. A&L S4.
That's not possible.
Oh my god, guys, I just did a stupid mistake. Can you just pull up the details?
What is it? ANL. Go on.
Sure, of course I can. Okay, let's cancel. Can we cancel Katie's order, please? Kat, you might need to come in and out. So but Rafi, we're just pinning all of them for you, and then tell me which one else you can't add. We just done all yours. So we just pinned it. No worries.
If Rafi understands this, I'm gonna just be gagged.
Okay. AL, you can go check out. And can you please pin the pink diamond pair? Which is A&L S4829. Can you just, Rafi, add the link to A&L S4829? You need to empty your cart and do it. That's why sometimes it won't let you, it will say out of stock if it's in your cart. Yeah.
That's the correct one. We've changed the price to that.
We've changed
to
it.
600,
so let me know if that works.
Which is ridiculous.
What was that auction item?
The I can't remember. Let me look on I'll do it on my phone. Hold on.
Oh, 3822. I don't. Okay, I've got her stones here. That. And are we doing the green diamond as well?
Yes. That one's that one, isn't it? And that's the champagne one that...
And the green diamond, in case you wanted it as well, let's update the price, which was A&L S4709. A&L S4709. If you updated the price, you could have that.
695, did you say?
Usher cut Mishi, I can, but none of them will be at that same price point that I have another Usher, but it's a more of an expensive one because it's a pink champagne Mishi. If you want me to show you, can you see if you can find more of this shape?
Yes.
Well, I quickly just... Okay, that is gone. That is gone.
I'm afraid to bring these over and just add more into the mix.
Well, I don't know if it'll be at the same price at 495. That one, I made a huge mistake because I looked at a box with a different pricing. They're not. There won't be any more at that price.
Is that all right?
I mean, yeah, that's an Usher card.
It is more expensive though.
But yeah,
than these ones.
I have a 1.8. I have a 1.16 Asher.
The nicest one is...
And I have a 1.41 carat heart.
That one's so nice.
Yeah. And I have a 1.45 pink orange moonstone pear-shaped diamond.
And that one.
And I have a 2.01 carat
this one's
Asher,
gorgeous.
which is, I can do an amazing price point, and it's a big piece. Let me just quickly...
Is everyone in order and on... is everyone understanding what's going on? Everyone's like up to date and gets it. For me, I'm overwhelmed. Doesn't take much though. It really doesn't take much. But I'm like gagged that all of you customers who are buying something actually are still like in the know and understand what's going on. Rafi, it's still showing out of stock. Al says that her piece is showing out of stock. I did... Where have I put my phone now? I actually put... Okay.
I'm going to do something.
Okay, Nat's got her pieces.
You got them?
Yes, congratulations, Nat. Yeah, perfect. It should be in stock, Al. Should be in stock. It is in stock. But Nat got her pieces. Yay! Love that for you, Queen. Do we want to show these pieces?
Yes, so.
Yay, Nat! Congratulations! Such a gorgeous purchase.
Can you repin it for her? Okay, let's do
Do the really
Mishy,
nice
I have a
one.
1.85 as well, Mishy. I have a 1.85 I can do, which is beautiful. I can do a crazy price for. Can you just pull up the details on this? So let me know.
Could if I could find my phone.
This is beautiful, girls. It's stunning.
Okay.
And I pulled out. I do have one pack of. I do have one pack of. I can't even know what I'm talking about. Of rubies, if anybody wants. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so this is a grey champagne diamond. A&L S4904. This is a 1.8 carat. This is big, guys. This is a big stone. So my stone here is a 4 carat. You can see this is a 1.8 carat.
This is crazy.
A dark green grey diamond, no visible inclusions, and this is a big piece. So Alana's stone that needs pinning is A&L S4725. A&L S4725. Guys, look how beautiful. Look, Alana,
That could be my favourite ring.
This
my
is
favourite
stunning.
Diamond.
It's the Asher cut. To get in this colour is insane. And this is in a brushed gold ruthenium setting. If anybody wants this, I mean, this is a rare stone. You can see, again, the step cut in this stone. It's beautiful.
It's like mesmerising.
I would do a crazy deal on this.
No. I don't want you to.
If anyone likes, it's big.
What is the special price? 1,800. This is at the moment $2,459.
I'm gonna do it for 1,200. I'm gonna take £600 off the price.
Crazy.
£600. 1,200 for a 1.8 carat.
1,200 is such a good price.
That, Mishy, you need to do a Jessica McCormack ruthenium border with a yellow gold. Like this is a board, like, or even like almost dyed black around it. Yes. Like a black hard. Like you can make such a cool setting. We can make that for you. So that's $1,640.
From 1,800
for a
to
1.8. Girls, we aren't even bringing you small stones.
Let me have a look.
Okay, do you know how to invoice? So go to audit, go here, and then press plus, and then type in. I'll give you her name.
Okay.
With an A at the end.
Yeah, Alana.
Yes, one of those.
One of those.
Oh no, it's not that one.
Okay.
We'll be the next one after.
Okay.
I'll show the grey pit. So, Mishy, if you want it, let me know. I can reduce the price. Oh. Or you can search that name and get the latest orders with the right email. That's the one.